Serving 26 schools across more than 500 square miles, Pulaski County Special School District is one of the largest school districts in the state of Arkansas. Our district strives to help each student discover his or her full potential while preparing students for life and cultivating future leaders. PCSSD continues to strengthen the relationship between its public schools and the community. Our district is committed to creating a nationally recognized school district that assures that all students achieve at their maximum potential through collaborative, supportive, and continuous efforts of all stakeholders. The schools participating in this football game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school board. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that athletes represent more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and the community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
All right, welcome football fans to Maumelle Hornet football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. I'm Steve Henson, voice of the Maumelle Sports Network, along with my broadcast partner, Andy Gates. Let me introduce tonight's crew on production. We're going to have Kayla Fletcher again, and on our main cam up top will be Jim Fletcher? No, why did I say Jim Shepard? Thank you. Boy, I messed that up, didn't I?
Wow.
Jim Shepard, and of course, down on our fly cam tonight again will be my wife, Kristen Henson. And we are ready for Maumelle Hornet football. Andy, are you ready?
I'm ready for you to get your blunders out of the way.
Well, we got a whole night of those.
No, we don't.
Yep, we do.
That's the only one you get all night. The rest of it has to be perfect.
So we're live here from Maumelle High School Stadium, and we are ready for the 5A Central Conference opener between the 18th-ranked Whitehall Bulldogs and your 10th-ranked Maumelle Hornets. Hootens has this as an 8-point advantage for our Hornets, so we'll see how that plays out tonight. Of course, your head coaches in this matchup, Coach Brian Moppin, 2-0 in his first year, and, of course, the Hornets 2-0 after that big Mercy Rule victory over Batesville last week. And then this is a Ryan Mallett coached Whitehall Bulldog team at 1-1. They've struggled a little bit here early, had to come back late to beat Sheridan in week 0, lost to Warren at their place last week on a last-second score as well. So they sit at 1-1, and we are looking forward to quite a matchup here to open up Central Conference play.
Yeah, I'm ready for this one. It would be pretty exciting to watch.
You know, you look across the field there, you see see some ex-Razorbacks, quite the star-studded coaching staff over there on that Whitehall sideline. And we'll see, obviously last year.
A fast one.
Yes. After last year, this was a state runner-up team, but they lost a lot. I think they only returned like 4 seniors this year, only 3 starters overall, just not a team that has a lot of guys, a lot of experience. Returned 2 starters from last year's 5A state runner-up team, but I think they only have 4 total seniors on this team.
Well, they had 30 last year, I think, or something like that. It's a gaudy number of seniors.
And
we were down there for senior night, too.
Yes.
If I remember right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Kept running people out there. I was like, are they ever going to stop?
Right.
So
forever. Looking forward to this one. And this should be a really good game when you start to kind of look across at the stats and how this game matches up. This is a Maumelle team that so far, Andy, when when I talked with coaches early in the season and we kind of wondered what would be the philosophy for a Maupin team. Well, obviously defense is where it starts for Coach Maupin. He wants this team to be aggressive. He wants this team to be strong. He wants this team to have fun. We learned that last week on special teams and defensive touchdowns. But this is a team that rushing wise, they're averaging 110 yards per game, 221 total yards rushing on the season. And then passing-wise with Weston Pierce, you would expect probably the passing side of the offense to be ahead of the rushing side just because you do have the experience in a guy like Weston Pierce. It's a team averaging 210 yards a game passing, 421 yards on the season, 642 total yards, 321 yards per game. And so offensively, we feel pretty good about where this team is. You look across on defense, and again, that's a big piece of it. Week 0 against Sylvan Hills, you had a tough matchup. You gave up 350-plus yards rushing to a team that wants to run the ball 575 times a game.
576 sometimes. Depends on how many times you get the ball.
But I think the crazy thing when you look at it, I think if I remember right from my notes last week, Sylvan Hills averaged somewhere in the neighborhood of about
a lot.
Yeah, 9 or 10 yards a rush. Whereas last week against Batesville, a team that we thought would come in and run the ball a lot, they tried, and 2.7 yards per carry.
And that one big back later towards the end of the game that did pretty well.
Well, that's easy to do when it's 35 to nothing.
Third string, and then versus their first string for sure.
But defensively, we're giving up
did really well.
About 223 yards per game on the ground. But again, 355 of that came against Sylvan Hills last week. They just over 100 yards in total rushing for Batesville. But the pass defense,
they shut down everything that Batesville wanted to do, and they forced Batesville to pass the ball.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and when you force Batesville to pass the ball, what'd you do? 2 pick sixes. Mm-hmm. And then the wonderful punt off the up man that caused somewhat of an attempted slam dunk down here in the home end zone. He got about a 3, I guess, if we're going to score the dunk.
Yeah.
Now, the celebration, you get 8.5 maybe.
Well,
maybe 10, maybe not.
I've told BJ that he needs to go see Coach Shook and the basketball staff, get on the Vertimax, and let's work on the vert so that we can dunk and actually touch the uprights this time. And Maupin promised me that we would find the right guy with the right vertical to dunk next time. So
I know one down there that will.
Yeah, so I think we're good.
At least one.
Yeah, but where the defense has done well against obviously the pick sixes, 2 of them last week, 3 total defensive and special teams touchdowns. But this team's only given up 29 yards per game passing. However, they have not faced a team that wants to throw it a lot. Sylvan Hills didn't want to throw. Yes.
Might as well be.
The Blue Bears. Sylvan Hills didn't want to throw the ball a lot. Obviously, they're not going to. And Batesville really didn't want to either. Once Gabe Witt got hurt in that game, it obviously changed the setup. But I think obviously Maumelle's idea in that game was to force them into that and worked right out.
Gabe Witt, you got to take him out of the game as far as running the ball. Not intentionally how it kind of happened to take him out of the game, but I mean, yes, make them throw the ball. Take away their number one weapon in running the ball because as fast as he is, you've got to end that threat.
Yes. So 503 yards of total yardage given up by the Hornets on defense, 251 a game. So that's respectable so far through 2 games, especially when you've went up against 2 really strong running games. The other big piece, though, is defensively, this has been a very opportunistic defense. They've recovered 2 fumbles while we've not given up any. So offensively, we've not lost a fumble all year. 1 interception. Weston threw that pick when he was kind of eyeing Rogers. But then 5 interceptions by the defense, a +6 on the turnover battle right now for the Hornets. So a big advantage for the Hornets on the defensive side in terms of turning the ball over. And if you can keep that up tonight, that's obviously going to be your recipe to go 1-0 in conference.
How does that phrase go? defense win?
Yeah, defense wins championships or something. And we got the defensive coordinator of the team that won 2 of the last 3 championships in 4A. So, I think we've got the right recipe. Can we cook it? Can he cook it?
Stir the pot.
Yeah.
Start stirring the pot and hit the heat.
So far, he seemed to do, so far.
The recipe is on the paper.
Yes. So, individually leading passer this season right now, Weston Pierce, 22 out of 46, 420 yards, 4 touchdowns, just the 1 interception. Leading rusher. And I got to believe this is maybe the part of the game we see tonight where the Hornets really try to get the running game established.
You're going to have to.
Jalen Joyner is your leading rusher, 14 carries, 81 yards, 5.8 yards per carry. But again, Sylvan Hills did a good job in kind of slowing down the running game. We had a couple of big plays that really led to that game, to the finish of that game. And then last week, again, you had a bunch of big plays. I mean, you had a 50-plus yard touchdown, you had a 70-plus yard touchdown, and then you had the 3 defensive special team scores. So you really haven't had a lot of opportunity out there.
No sustained drive.
To run the ball. Yeah, exactly. And so we'll see if they're able to do that tonight against Whitehall, but we'll take the big plays.
Anything. Like after what happened last year with this game, I think a little revenge is needed.
Yes.
For sure.
Well, without a doubt. Last year's game did not go the way
Weston's going to want that one back. And that one's in his mind for sure, but he's got to take that away and focus on the whole game.
Yeah.
Sure.
New year, obviously, he's going to want to put some numbers up. We hope he's able to tonight. But at the end of the day, being ahead by 1 on that scoreboard is all that's really going to matter.
W.
Alan Timmons is your leading receiver on the season, 5 catches, 139 yards, and 1 touchdown. But Elijah Newell's right behind him. I believe he's got 5 catches, like 135 yards or something. He's right there with him. And so
I think 71 of those came on that touchdown from last week, though.
And sorry, I'm getting a text message here. But I'm trying to deal with 2 other broadcasts. On the defensive side, our interception leader, DeMontre Clegg, 3 interceptions on the season so far, having a very good start to this year. And we'll see if the problem is.
You don't throw to DeMontre Clegg.
But the problem is on the other side, you've got Rawls who's waiting there as well. He's also got a couple of picks on there. He got pick 6 last week.
Both of them did.
Yeah, and dropped a pick as well that he could, so I think he's got 2. And then DeMontre's got the 3. So we'll see who can lead the team by the end of the year.
Safety's going to get one tonight.
Hey, somebody needs some good news from the safety side of things, considering what the Razorbacks just got today.
Stop it. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about safeties right now.
So another piece where I think this team really needs to kind of get some things going, the penalty situation. 14 penalties, 144 yards.
You got to stop that one.
Yeah, you got to get away from that. And I think that's probably going to be a focal point in this ball game is trying to clean that up. Obviously, as you get into conference play, you're in a stretch here. We get the bye next week, but then you're going to have a stretch of 7 straight games, and you better be ready for that stretch.
It's a rough one.
Yeah. So, again, tonight, need to get the running game established. Joyner and Worsham have basically been the 2 go-to guys so far through the first 2 weeks. But, again, because we haven't had to put together long drives, that's going to make this week that challenge to see if we can get the ground game going. Because once you get the ground game going, that's when you're going to see Weston Pierce out there throwing for 250, 300 yards a game and having a lot of fun with his receivers. But you got to get Jalen Joyner. You got to get Worsham. You got to get those guys going.
You have plenty of receivers to pick from now.
Yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
Just one main target.
100% do. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, but when we get back on our pregame show, we'll look at the other PCSSD Sports Network matchups as well as our Natural State Sports games to watch across the state this week. All right, welcome back to the pregame show. Let's take a look at some of the other games across the state, and we're going to start. Of course, this is our Natural State Sports game of the week between the Whitehall Bulldogs and the Maumelle Hornets. But a couple of other games. We were just talking about that as, I guess, Director of AAA just walked in, Mr. Bobby Swafford. We appreciate Bobby being at the ball game tonight. But we were just talking about that Mills game, and, oh, no, Gary Burton's here. Man. My goodness. Everybody's here. What is happening?
Let me fix my hair if we're taking
Wait, I got to put a hat on. Hang on.
You're going to cover up the gray? Wait, that's him that's going to cover up the gray.
He just needs rosters.
Thank the Lord. You didn't take
You got it? You good? All right, good
Camera
to see you,
at
Gary.
78 pounds, man. Steve, suck it in.
I know, right? I thought he wanted pictures of us. I felt special for a minute.
Go away, Gary.
All right, so a couple big games going on across the state tonight in the 5A Central. We'll talk about the 5A Central games first. Number 14, Mills Comets. They travel to BB to face off with the number 23, 2-0 BB Badgers. Hootens has them as a 9-point favorite. Andy, this is a Mills team averaging 54 points a game. That's second in the state. They are absolutely taking it to people through the first 2 weeks of the season.
Well, they probably kind of had it on cruise control, it looks like to me at that point. It's like you put up 58 in the first game, and it was, 50 in the first one? 50 in the first half?
Yes.
I'm going to put up 8 in the second half. Okay, cool.
I think they put up 50 in the first half of both games.
4 in the second half.
So it's been a oh, we're going to, okay, sorry. We're going to go to the national anthem. We'll be right back. Great job there by the band on the national anthem. And okay, now maybe
a fan under the flag and make it do something.
I know, right? We have to move our camera or something. We have to put a dedicated cam on there. Horton, we need to have a chat about some other upgrades we need. That's going to be one of them.
Horton, here's a hootin'.
Horton, here's a hoot. All right, so back to our preview. So Jabray Shaw, we were talking about this Mills game. Jabray Shaw, he's tops in the state for scoring 50 points already, scored 7 total touchdowns. And I think he's had like 14 touchdowns called back, it seems like.
Better than Al Bundy.
Yeah, he's had one heck of a season so far. And, that was the big thing for them last year. They were really on cruise control about halfway through the season. Then Jabray got hurt, and that team took a totally different direction. So we'll see how things go tonight. This is a dangerous game, in my opinion, for the Comets.
They got a couple more weapons out there now, though.
They do. They absolutely do. The question is, can Mills play a disciplined game? Can Mills play a disciplined game and really play well in this one? And so we'll see. Hopefully they are able to pick up the victory. A 9-point favorite according to Hootens. We are very well aware of how the BB atmosphere can be in basketball, and I got to believe that it's just the same in football. Beautiful facility there. So how will they handle it? We've seen them have some issues at times with staying disciplined. So we'll see. I think Mills can handle business tonight, but that should be a much closer game than I think most think. Keandre Barker is a guy to keep an eye on, sophomore running back at BB, who will absolutely put up some numbers.
Well, the other thing you get is BB's also 2-0.
Yeah.
So you get to find out is BB real or are they fake?
Yeah. So. And their competition's been light as well, so it will be interesting. Another one is two teams that kind of are trying to make a resurgence this year. Number 19, Pine Bluff, 1-0, and number 20, Watson Chapel, 1-1. Watson Chapel favored by 2, according to Hootens.
Wow.
Pine Bluff beat Central 38-6 in week 0. Question is, are they good? Because we know Central's not. So is Pine Bluff good?
You don't say.
They're struggling. Hopefully soon they'll be better.
Struggle-less.
But right now it's been tough. And only time's going to tell with the Pine Bluff situation, so we'll see how that goes. Watson Chapel, though, they look good. Maurice Moody came over from Jacksonville, and he's really done some interesting things. They won. They really handled Texarkana in week 0. Then they went down and played a traditional Louisiana Power in Washita Christian. They lost by 15, but it was a game that they played really well for most of that. So interested to see how that game winds up.
It's a big team to play, too, though.
Yeah. And then number 11, Morrilton, 2-0, will travel to Valonia, number 16 Valonia, who starts the season 0-2.
That was surprising.
Morrilton's had the benefit of playing some teams that just aren't very good so far this season, but they're only allowing 11 points per game in those two. So defensively, they look good. Russellville and Clarksville were their first two opponents. Valonia, it's a struggle bus in life after Austin Myers. They've got some work to do in Valonia, a very young team.
Not just Austin Myers. They had several seniors on that team, too.
But life after Austin Myers has not been great to Valonia. We'll see how the rest of their season goes. Obviously, we'll see them in week 9, and we're looking forward to that one. Down in Benton, number 8, Sylvan Hills, 0-1 on the season with a loss to our Hornets. Travel to face off with the number 3 Benton Panthers, 0-1. Sylvan Hills, of course, losing a heartbreaker to Maumelle in overtime in week 0. Benton lost its 9th straight Salt Bowl, and I think it's like the 20-something in a row if you don't count the tie. And so both teams come into bye weeks looking for ways to improve. Benton has quarterback issues. Sylvan Hills has a dominant line. I like the Bears in that ball game.
Really?
I do. And then the other game tonight, a Saline County game that's going to be very interesting, I think,
Did you
tonight.
say anything about Bryant playing?
Number 1 Bryant Hornets playing the number 6 overall Little Rock Parkview Patriots.
That's going to be a stud game.
It's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to figure out if somebody's streaming that game tonight, because I am excited to say Parkview beat a 7A Harbor team pretty handily in week 0 behind a running game that just piled up some numbers. So they've got great team speed.
Look what you did.
Bryant comes into this game, they head into conference play next week. But last week they were supposed to play Denton Ryan, and that game got canceled because of weather.
Yeah.
And so it'll be interesting to see just how focused they are coming off of that extra bye week.
Well, Bryant's basically been the talk in this entire state for several years in a row now. What is it, 4 straight championships?
4 straight state championships, 43 consecutive wins against in-state opponents.
What did they go down to? Was it Trinity when Deion Sanders was there and just?
Yeah, well, they came here. They came to Bryant.
Well, they came here.
They came to Bryant.
I think we went
Bryant
down there too, though.
They went down there last year. They lost. That's their only loss. They lost last year to a.
They didn't lose to Trinity.
No, it was McKinney maybe last year. Somebody they lost to.
It was a big school down there. They lost to.
All right, we're going to head down to the coin flip here as our fly cam has made her way down there. We will hear the action as Kristen gets herself in there for this coin toss.
How are y'all this evening? Sounds good to me. All right. Whitehall, y'all make the trip up here and stuff like that. I've got an Eisenhower dollar. President Eisenhower's head is the head. The bicentennial bell is the tails. What is your call? He said what? It is tails. Whitehall, you have won the toss. Stay right. You don't get both choices. Just get one. Whitehall won the toss. Further off, you second half. Now you can. Put your backs over there. You guys stay.
My name is Brandon Aker. I'm the owner and pharmacist here at Aker Family Pharmacy in Maumelle. So here in our pharmacy, we like to focus on a hyper-personalized relationship with our patients, and that continues into our service sets. So we offer free delivery, curbside vaccinations, as well as custom compounded medications, including extended hours as well. I think you don't know the level of intimacy that you're going to get with your patients until you really get in it, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
It's the Labor Day sale at Akel's Carpet One.
Get up to 50% off store-wide with payments as low as $40 per room. Plus 18-month no-interest financing.
We make it beautiful for less.
All right, welcome back, Maumelle fans, to Hornet football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. And it is time for our Akel's Carpet One kickoff. We're about 2 minutes away. And so, Andy, prediction time. It's prediction time. I went first last time. You went. You prices righted me. So, what you going with? I played the game called I Win, and I won. Which you get? Which one you going with? Well, what's your score going to be? Let's get a score here.
Judging from what I was watching a little earlier, like you were, and the way that ball was getting tossed around, with not much mustard on it, I'm going to go with our Hornet defense, picking up a couple more of those interceptions and running the other way with it. I'm going to go with 35-14.
Okay.
A little bold.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with that.
21. All right. So I'm going to take the Hornets. I say Braden Kemp gets a couple of field goals out of the evening. So let's go 41 to 20. And here come your Hornets out on the field as Jason Barham, as well as others, lead our Hornets out. And we are ready for football here on Friday night as we get conference play underway here in week 2.
So we both got a 21-point gap there. Oh, no. 35-14.
Did we go both? But we both went 21-ish, somewhere in there. Hey, works. Yep. That works. That works. So hey, look, I got the trips up here. We got all 3 games in front of us. Hopefully that doesn't take our mind away from the game too much. So we'll see.
Both of us 21 points. My brain is fried from numbers today. So if I get something really goofy, be like, no, 4 plus 4 is not 8, it's 12.
Hey, on the bright side, you should be able to see their numbers, okay? Right?
Yes, yeah. I can see theirs. I'm tired of these black and red uniforms. We are not friends.
We were down there talking about that. I was down there with Mop and Horton. They were talking about trying to get new uniforms ordered. I said, are you going to go with highlighter ones like Mills has, something glow in the dark? Mm-hmm. All right, so
reflective chrome.
Are set and ready here. Is at 9, I believe, is the kicker, Hector Murillo, one of the few seniors on this team. No red hat tonight because we don't employ one of those, and we're ready for football. So back deep to return is going to be, I'm assuming, Newell and Barham, or no, Timmons. I think it's Timmons over on the far side of the field. Can't tell who it is. That's going to go towards Timmons. He's coming up. He's going to make the catch at the 20. Back across the 25, trying to get around the corner. He's going to be tripped up at the 28-yard line, and that's where the Hornets will start this drive.
Chauncey Hayes.
Remember our first down sponsor tonight, Acre Family Pharmacy. Go see our friends over at Acre, 1900 Club Manor Drive, Suite 101. You can give them a call at 501-274-1130 or head to www.acrepharmacy.com. All right, Weston Pierce will lead the offense out. At running back, getting the start will be Jalen Joyner. Elijah Newell will be your wide receiver here to the near side. Barham and Timmons to the far side. Rogers is your H-back. We are ready for the first snap. No, we're not. The officials need a break already.
Something is broken. Maybe the play clock. No, it's set. It's just not going anywhere. He said it wasn't set.
So we are waiting here. 20, they are. That's what they're trying to get set, is that clock.
Well, the basketball coaches aren't running tonight.
It's definitely not.
You can see them.
Hey, you know what? I bet Gary Burton doesn't get told to leave the field tonight like he did at Sylvan Hills.
Hey, you know what? Coach Hall's head is starting to look like Coach Shook's head.
It really is. He lost all that weight and all that hair. All right, here we go.
A little bit of height, too.
Timmons is your motion man. They'll give it to him on the little pitch inside. Timmons trying to get around the corner. He'll get out to the 34-yard line, and that'll bring up second down, make it 5 out to the 35-yard line, so it'll be second 4. So give him 6 on that play.
Speaking of 5 had the tackle. Ben Reddicks.
I know they're one of the very few seniors, so the seniors they do have are contributing for sure.
Their corners are tall because they're also the receivers.
They do have a lot of height.
6'3".
Yeah. Now Weston gets the snap. He rolls to his right. He's got Joyner in front of him. He throws it up top, though. Timmons makes the – he couldn't bring it down. Good play there. Number 4, Kyan Weston for Whitehall. Knocks that one away, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Got to hang on to that ball. Very well designed play.
Yeah, I like the play. Joyner was out in front. You may see that again with Joyner being a pass catcher in the future, so – they're set and ready here. 3rd down and 4 from the 35-yard line. Motion man is Barham. Weston looks to his left. He'll go to Joyner. He makes the catch. Joyner stumbles, regains, across the 40. He's got the 1st down and out to the 45-yard line for an Acre Pharmacy 1st down.
New set of downs there. That's a plus.
So 1st and 10 now here for the Hornets. Now they'll go trips to the right side with Newell, Timmons, and Barham over on the far side of the field.
A lot of speed on the top.
And that looked like a busted play. They'll still get it off. Worsham, no. Weston kept it. I'm not sure if that was just – I think that was a busted play because that did not look good at all from the outset.
I don't think that was his best option there.
I don't think that he had a good option there. Half the offensive line did not move on that play.
Should have handed the ball to the other guy.
Did you see the play over the weekend? There was a play over the weekend where an offensive lineman, the offensive lineman stood in position for the entire play. He never moved. The entire play. They ran a whole play, and the left tackle just sat there in his stance.
That'd be me.
So loss of 4 on that one. 2nd and 14. Pierce fakes the handoff up the middle. He's got Rogers. And Rogers had to try to come back to the other side on that one. It was the right spot for Pierce to put it because if it was on his inside shoulder, it probably would have been picked off.
Rogers has got to hit the brakes.
So Thornton was on the coverage there. I'll look across at our other PCSSD Sports Network games. Everything getting started right now. So 3rd down and 14. The scoreboard says 8. That is not correct. It's Pierce. I believe that's Worsham still to his left. Twin receivers to each side. Pierce steps back, throws up over the middle. He's got Timmons. Timmons has got it, and he's got an Acre 1st down all the way down to the 35-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
Needed 8, got 19.
We need
8, got 18.
We need frameless windows.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It's a giant pole. Horton, can you work on that too? Cut these poles out, put more glass in.
So quickly to the line as the Hornets are going to use pace here. Worsham to the right side this time of Pierce. Pierce gets the snap. He'll fake it again. It's short throw. Barham picked it up off the turf. That's incomplete. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Weston's got to get that ball up and give his receiver a chance to get down the field with that.
Eric Young will come in as Gurney comes out of the game. So Young will be on the left side of the line here. Devine comes in at running back for the Hornets. Have 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Elijah Newell is here on the near side.
Why don't you say his first name?
Because I still haven't figured out how to say it. I'm not going to lie. Now Pierce hands. He's got Rogers. Rogers on his way up the field. Breaks a tackle from Thornton. Throws a man to the ground at the 14. And then points him out after the play.
And we have a flag in the backfield. It's probably going to be roughing the
Get a
passer.
roughing?
Yes, we do. Add 15 to it.
So that'll be half the distance to the goal after the penalty. So Acre Pharmacy 1st down for Rogers. And Rogers shows why he's a D1 prospect with a hit like that.
He abused that boy.
That's one of their bigger players. And if you watch the delay, you see Rogers come back and had some words for him on the way back to the field.
He folded that guy up like a cheap lunchbox.
What a play.
Man.
So half the distance to the goal. That'll be an Acre Pharmacy 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7.
Think he thinks about that next time he runs up there to tackle him?
I'm
going to hit him lower.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't try to stay up tall.
No, you run harder if you're going to do that one. Don't slow up.
So 9:57 to go here in our first quarter. Pierce has got Devine to his left. Whitley is the up back this time. Rogers is there as well. Pierce is going to keep it to the left side, trying to break a tackle down to the 2. Stretching, he's at the goal line, and he's out of bounds at the 1.
The man took the pole out, and you're going to call him out at the 1.
We need a pylon cam. We don't have one of those yet.
The pylon is taken out usually by the quarterback, and we're out at the 1. How does that work, boss? I don't know.
Whitehall bringing some extra beef into the game here. It's big 77. Samaj Walker comes in to plug the middle.
It's plugged.
Pierce gets the snap. They're going to go right there as Devine, and he's got a big hole, and that's a cornerstone touchdown. Give him 6 as Devine scores for the first time this season.
They plugged the wrong side.
They did. He plugged the wrong gap.
Yep.
He went left.
Wrong gap.
Devine went right, and we got 6. So quickly, the Hornets lead this one 6-0 as Kemp comes out to kick the extra point.
Sustained drive. How about that?
That's exactly what it was, and it looked good. They were really able to kind of mix it up on that drive and very efficient and balanced. A good-looking drive there. So Kemp will kick it, knock it through, and it's 7-0 Hornets here. I want to say thanks to Dio Vanucci and Cornerstone Home Lending for sponsoring every single touchdown on the PCSSD Sports Network this season. Get your loan process started with Dio at loans.dio.com or text Dio to 36260. Talked to Dio earlier. You know, he can talk about loans and whatever's happening down there on the sidelines. So Gurney will be the kickoff man this time for the Hornets. Back deep to return is going to be Thornton, and I believe that is Reddix. I cannot tell for sure if that's a 5 or a 9. It's definitely not a 9. So I think that is Reddix on the far side of the field at the 11. Yes, that's
if it
a 5.
is, he's fast.
So Gurney will kick. Let's see what they decide to do if they try to keep it away from Reddix. Gurney, left-footed, kicks it, and Reddix would be the return man, but it's over his head, and it just trickles into the end zone. And so Whitehall start this drive from the 20.
How do you eliminate a fast return man?
Don't let him return it.
There you go.
Kick it in the end zone in high school is the way to do it.
It's a weapon for real.
So the Hornets on defense. We'll start off with, I got too many papers in my way.
I got 2.
West over here on the near side corner. And Clegg on the far side. Timmons on the inside playing the slot. So here we go. Quarterback is Noah Smith. Noah fakes the handoff, tries to go to Reddix. Reddix dropped it as Clegg defended, and that'll bring up second down.
I think Clay got a hand on that one, too.
Like he got a piece of it. Ball was bobbled initially.
Just throwing it about 3 miles an hour.
So Clegg, the lockdown corner, getting work done already.
They're going to test him. We'll find out.
Yeah. No, let's see. Rawls. I don't see Rawls out there at all.
Rawls at all.
Crawford. I don't see a Rawls.
13.
So they'll snap this one, hand this one up the middle, and met by Whitley in the hole and taken down. Good job there by James Whitley to plug the hole. The running back on that one was Jaden Smith. Smith averaging over 100 yards a game. He's had a good start to the season so far in the first 2 weeks for Whitehall.
No doubt. He's a solid running back. Built solid, too.
And I think just like last week, you were focused in on a guy like Gabe Witt, and I think that's got to be the focus tonight is make this quarterback beat you through the air.
Well, you got a 100-yard rusher, 100-plus yard rusher, 2 games in a row. Well, you know he's going to be a threat.
Yeah.
So get rid of it.
Twins to each side. Smith gets the snap. Here comes the pressure. They were trying to set up the screen, but Whitley was ready for it as Whitley drags down Jaden Smith in the backfield, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Call that gap discipline?
Yeah, that's just discipline right there to know to stick with them because the Hornets, it was actually, I'd say Ryan Mallett and his staff, they called that at the right time. The screen was the right call. Whitley just did a great job staying at home and making a great play.
Stayed with his man. Hey, you're their good player. My defense is a good player.
So now to punt. I can't tell. I think that's Newell back to return. Looks like 15 is Christian Townsend, I believe, is the kicker. Townsend punts it away. Short kick. Newell coming up for it. He's going to make the catch at the 45. Newell's got some room with blockers in front of him. He crosses midfield. He's out to the 40, and he'll be drugged down at the 39 by a face mask. That'll add 15 to this one, and the Hornets have great field position to start this drive.
Start on the 24-yard line.
That'll work.
Almost in the red zone.
That's the recipe to 40 points for sure. BB has scored in that matchup with Mills. They lead 7-0. Benton leads 7-0 over Sylvan Hills with 6:28 to go in the first quarter. And, of course, our Hornets, with 8 minutes to go in the first, lead this one 7-0. So
a lot of sevens.
We're holding up the water for PCSSD right now.
Don't tip the cup.
What a view. That sun in that Benton game, man. Look at the sun
nice.
coming down behind that. That's quite the view over there in Swain County.
So we're good. Thankfully, they put this one the way I like it.
Yeah. So Pierce is alone in the backfield, trips to the far side, twins to the near side, and that's going to be offsides. Give us 5 more.
Sure. We're going to the red zone, Hornets.
That's right. Start this drive in the red zone now as they'll move this one to the 19-yard line. 1st and 5.
So we had 3 penalties for 35 yards?
Yeah, not a bad start. And they're not on us. We'll take it. All right, so Pierce, same setup here. Pierce gets the snap, looks to the right, now back to the left. He's got Newell. Newell's got a blocker and Devine in front of him. Makes the guy miss. 10, 5 down to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal after the Acre Pharmacy first down.
Man, he's quick.
Yeah. We don't get to see that speed on display on the basketball court, so it's a lot of fun to see it out here on the football field.
Well, it's a long trip off the field.
That is and he is hustling. Give him credit. 10 is moving off the field. That was Chris Joe, the sophomore, and some early playing time. And Timmons is laid off the field here for the Hornets.
He earned it running off the field like that, though.
Yeah. Now they'll hand this one up the middle. I believe that's Devine. He is met at the 1. What a shot he took right there at the goal line. And they'll make a switch now as Jalen Joyner comes in the game.
I need to check his headgear after
Was that Devine or was that Worsham? That was Worsham, sorry, on that carry. Now Joyner in the backfield. Whitley is the up man. They'll give this one to Joyner. Flag on the play, though, as Joyner trying to push. Pierce is pushing at the goal line. And for now, it's going to be a touchdown for the Hornets. Give him 6. Nice push there. We'll see what the penalty is.
Mr. Whitley. Give him part of the touchdown.
Jalen Joyner's going to get the score, add to his resume for the season, but give the whole line and Weston Pierce and all those guys credit for the touchdown.
What do you call that one? The Reggie Bush push?
Yeah, that's the Weston Pierce push. The QB1 push. We await the white hat to give us the call here.
Declined. 4 penalties.
I think this looks like they're coming to the Hornets sideline, so this is probably going to be something we can accept on the kickoff. So assuming it looks like the touchdown is going to count as the kicking team's already out there ready to go. They will take it on the kickoff as Coach Bear White down there letting them know what we want. The illegal substitution is the penalty on Whitehall. Too many men on the field. So after the cornerstone touchdown, Hornets lead at 13-0 with 7:29 to go here in the first quarter as we await the Braden Kemp extra point.
Got more points now than we had almost the whole first quarter.
Yeah.
We didn't score. It was really late in the first.
Kemp knocks that one through. A lot of pressure on that kick, but he got it. Yeah. And the Hornets lead this one 14-0 with 7:29 to go in the first quarter. And, Andy, you couldn't have drawn up a better start to this game.
Yeah, when you start on the 19-yard line.
Every other game across the network is like almost the end of the first quarter, second half. The good news is if this gets the Ocean territory, we'll be done early. I was 7 minutes away from that. We're going to go to Fayetteville tomorrow? I'm not.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm going to hang out right here, and I'll be doing lots of broadcast reviews and watching the game at 11 a.m. from my recliner.
Got a whole lot of nothing to do all weekend except Sunday.
I'll let you can review some broadcasts and cut some highlight clips if you'd like.
Look, I'll learn how to delete a computer by accident.
No, don't do that.
Trust me.
So Gurney to kick this one off, and that strong leg will kick this one now. This one's going to be returnable by Reddix at the 11, but he dropped it out of bounds. And so a break for the Hornets, and Whitehall start this drive at the 12-yard line.
That ball had kind of a knuckle spin to it. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm. It was almost like, I mean, it was almost maybe, well, in that situation, you don't know where that ball's going to end up. So.
No. It's a flyover state.
So 14-0 as Whitehall will start this drive from the 13-yard line. And Whitehall comes out. 1st and 10 here with 7:26 to go in the first quarter. Jaden Smith at running back. Noah Smith, the quarterback. They'll go to Smith right up the middle, and he is bottled up as the Hornets were ready for. Maybe he does get 4 out of that as he'll get out to the 17-yard line.
Kind of bounced off and slid outside pretty quick there.
Yeah, that did not look like it was going to be much of anything.
1 to 2, that's kind of where I was at. Made a little something out of nothing.
Yeah. So they got something there. 7:05 clock counting here. Second down, 4 to go here with 6:50 to go. They'll hand this one to Smith. Noah Smith keeps it up the middle this time. He breaks off to the left side. He's got room to run. Trying to chase him down is Candler. Smith outrunning everybody. Breaks the tackle. Now Timmons trying to run him down. And they're not going to get it. Oh, he trips him at the 2. Ball comes out at the end. That should be down by contact at the 2. Hornets do pick it up in the end zone, but he's going to be ruled down at the 2-yard line. But give Alan Timmons a ton of credit because he could have given up on that and just give him 6. But Timmons chases him down and makes a great play.
Alan Timmons wasn't giving him 6.
No, he was
taking
not.
That 6 away.
What a play by Timmons to chase him down and make the tackle to keep him out of the end zones for now. But an Acre Pharmacy first down on the big run by Noah Smith.
Wow.
Caught a huge break, though, that ball was ruled down.
We fooled 10 out of 11 people on our defense with a quarterback keeper.
Mop's not going to be happy with the tackling on that play. But
no, and the quarterback showed he's got a little bit of speed there, too.
So Noah Smith under center here with Jaden Smith behind him at the 9. That's a false start, and that'll back him up 5.
Keep going this way.
So PI roofing penalty here, the 4th of the game already on Whitehall. I think it's the 5th now. So 5 PI roofing penalties here early on.
That one happened because they were all tired.
They couldn't stay in that stance very long.
Oh, man, I feel for it.
Sylvan Hills has tied things up down in Benton, 7-7, and now we got another stoppage here.
Gonna give him another penalty? Sweet.
No.
I'm tired watching.
They decided the football should be on the other side of the 7.
See if we can get a fumble here.
Pick 6.
I'd take that.
Is Young on the field? I'd like to see a scoop and score from Young. That'd be fun.
I don't know. You see a real weak fade route here.
Now Smith gets it. He'll hand it to Smith in the backfield of the Hornets. What a play. Who was that? Give me a number as the Hornets push him back into 10. It's going to be a 3-yard loss on the play. Was it Rogers?
I don't know, but he about took that man's head off. He was there at the exchange.
Yeah, I mean, he barely got that ball handed off. What a play there.
He didn't get the Jadavion Clowney
here.
62.
62. That blurred up on us, but yeah.
Colin Vance.
So Vance makes another big play for the Hornets, and so now make it 2nd and 10. Looking right, wants to throw. Now he's getting chased. Got him in the backfield as he was being held. What a play by the defensive line.
Is it Vance again?
That is Vance again. What a play by Colin Vance.
Said, not my house.
Wow.
This is my area.
I'd say Vance has got a matchup.
He likes.
Yes, for sure, right there.
Do you catch a 10-yard penalty on that, or do you take the 3rd down?
I would take the result of the play here, but let's see what they decide to do. They do decline it.
Smart.
That'll make it 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line.
Only 4?
Well,
they started on the 2.
He was in the backfield so fast that they didn't have much of a chance.
Yeah. Quarterback doesn't look as fast from there, does he?
Now Whitehall looks confused as they try to get their wide receiver set, and they're going to have to waste a timeout. Ryan Mallett's throwing his play chart across the field. He's so mad.
Give him 15.
Headset hits the field, and Mallett.
He learned that from Bobby Petrino.
Yes, he did. So Mallet not happy about that as they were struggling to get set. We've got our first time out of the game here. 3rd and goal.
Hope he didn't learn to ride a motorcycle like him.
Whitehall probably hopes that. Quite the staff over there for Whitehall. We're talking about Jerry's right, Joe Adams, Ryan Mallet. They got them all.
Like I said, we do not need to challenge them to football.
No, we don't. No, at least they can't play. They got a coach.
Foot race, though. Coach's foot race.
You can't miss Jerry, so running around with his backpack on. So as we await the start here, so what a job by the defense here. And again, I can't go back and say enough about the play by Alan Timmons to chase down the quarterback, to make the play, to keep him out of the end zones. Yeah, and now this defense has found new life and are pushing Whitehall back here all the way back to the 14. 3rd down and goal for the Bulldogs. Smith gets the snap, hands it. No, he kept it again, and that is B.J. Beats who wraps him up, now trying to rip the ball out. Whistles will blow, and down at the 13, will bring up a 4th and goal, and the defense stands strong again.
That's rough on a quarterback, too. That is not the smartest play in the world to get pounded like that.
Quite the sunset as our main cam getting a good view of it over there in Benton. Quite a sunset going on over there.
It's a really nice stadium, too.
Yeah. So they'll try the field goal this time. Good kicker. I was watching him in pregame. He can boot it. If I'm parked in that gravel parking lot over there, I'm a little worried if I'm that red truck or that great car.
Let's go get it.
The kick is up, and it is right down the. Did he hit the? He did
hit the upright and it went through.
He did. It hits the upright and through, and that's good. And Whitehall gets on the board. 14-3 here with 4:36 to go in the first quarter.
Well, the scoreless streak stops at.
What, 40?
48, and what do you got? 7 minutes.
49.
48, 49, 7 minutes.
Well, it's 49 because technically Sylvan Hills scored on their last play and then missed the extra point. So Hornets had scored, to your point, 49 straight before that field goal by Whitehall.
Yeah, but I'm saying minutes shut out.
Yeah.
Batesville didn't score the whole game.
That's what. Yeah.
So and you got all the way into roughly 7 minutes, 24 seconds.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not
a little over 50 minutes of no scoring. Still having a lot of touchdowns since that overtime touchdown by Sylvan Hills. Benton just scored again. It's 13-7.
We're going to swap the whole thing.
All right. So the Hornets ready to return here. That's Timmons. And I think that's Barham, but I can't tell who's on the far side of the field.
No, I can't see those numbers.
So Murillo, who just hit the field goal, will kick. He kicks this one deep. Timmons is stepping back. He'll be able to return it at the 6. So Timmons from the 6. He's across the 15. Makes one man miss there. Across the 20. 25 if he can get around the kicker, and he does at the 40. Back up in the midfield. Makes another man miss. Trying to get across the field. He's going to be tackled by Thornton. Maybe he's still being drug around. Down at the 40. Making the 39-yard line. And the Hornets with great field position again.
Timmons was carrying a 3rd grader on the 40-yard line.
If Timmons wouldn't have had to run the 60 yards to catch the quarterback earlier, he probably would have outrun James Thornton on that play. What a job by Timmons on the return. The Hornets are set up in business here with 4:22 to go in the first.
Well, this drive won't be long. We're going for it. Up top.
You're calling the shot play right off the bat here.
We're going for it. We hadn't done this yet. You know, it's typical. Come out, go for it.
It's a good time for it for sure.
It hadn't happened yet. Coach was only had the ball for 2 drives.
Yeah, and one of those drives started at the 24-yard line and then got extra penalties to help.
It started at the 19.
That's right, after that penalty.
It did not start at the 24. It was supposed to.
So the Hornets will go trips to the far side. That is Whitley, Cato Hunter, and Barham, I believe.
What does Cato Hunter do? All he does is catch
That's right. So now they're trying to get everybody set. Weston's got them set. He gets the snap, and he'll fake it. He does give it to Worsham. Worsham going around the right side, got some blocks. Oh, and he's tripped up at the 30. He'll fall forward for the Acre Pharmacy first down, but boy, Worsham is a blur around
head
the
of
corner.
Steam.
Goodness. Worsham may got banged up a little bit. He comes off the field as Joyner will come in.
Yeah, because he hit the ground at 70 miles an hour. Well, look at that.
I think it was a pick 6 for BB.
Well, that's not good.
So Pierce now, after the Acre Pharmacy first down, Hornet ball at the 27-yard line. Now a little more traditional set. Hunter is your wide out here to the near side. Barham to the far side.
I like seeing him on the field.
They get the snap. Hands this one to Joyner. Joyner trying to get through the muddy line. Nothing to go. Nothing there. as they'll go no gain to the 27-yard line, 2nd down and 10 for the Hornets.
It's like Whitehall's defensive line might have settled in here.
Now the Hornets bring some more of their traditional receivers in as Timmons come in. Devine is in at running back as Joyner and Whitley exit the field.
Well, Timmons had to take a break for running 100 yards and then 61 way and 40 across the field after he ran 70 the other way to catch a quarterback.
So this time it'll be twin receivers to the far side. That's Timmons and Barham. Hunter is your receiver here to the near side. Let's go fade to Hunter in the corner.
If we had to run a track team, you'd have ran all the way around the place already.
Barham is your motion man. He'll fake it. Now looking right now. No, he wants to follow his running back to the left side. Hunter out there blocking, and Hunter stopped blocking. Now Pierce breaks and tackles, still trying to drag guys inside the 20. Give him the 19-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 2.
Quarterback breaking tackles like that. He's not a small guy, though, so you don't expect that. A little bit deceiving on the speed for sure.
See, I mean, his just little bit of that running ability is big time for Weston, obviously, at the next level to continue to get those looks. So.
Then you meet him without pads on and everything. It's like, really?
Yeah.
It's like, you do that to somebody? It's like, all right.
Nice catch on the high snap by Pierce. Now he flips it to the left side, trying to get the 1st down. He's got the Acre Pharmacy 1st down. Met at the 15-yard line. And no one wants to help Weston up. Put a hand up. Nobody was there to help him. And he says, fine, I'll do it myself.
You know what's about to happen right here, right?
Yeah.
About to Baker Mayfield somebody in college? Yeah.
So an Acre Pharmacy 1st down there for the Hornets, down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, 2:20 to go in the quarter. Good start for our Hornets here so far. That's Joyner, I believe, next to Pierce. Hunter again here to the near side. Pierce gets the snap. That is a different running back in. Now they want to go back to the corner. Tim is trying to chase it down, but he overthrew him. That'll bring up 2nd down. Christian Clay was the running back on that play.
Got to take a little mustard off that one to make that one happen, or put a little more air under to let him run under it either way. Too many unders in one sentence. Again? No.
So Worsham in at running back this time. Timmons and Barham are going to be your receivers to the far side of the field. Mills does finally score on BB. It's 14-6 as they're going for 2 there with 3 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. So Worsham, your running back, on the left hip of Pierce. Now they'll get everybody set. And Pierce hands it away to Worsham. Worsham, nice cut inside. Good hold down at the 10, make it the 9, and that's where that play will end. It'll bring 3rd down and 4 here for the Hornets after the 6-yard pickup. Now some switches here. A lot of new bodies coming into the game here from Bertram's offense. Pierce is actually coming out of the game. This is interesting. I think you've got Joyner and Devine in the backfield now. Not seen this formation. No, Barham's still spread out. Looks like Joyner's going to be your quarterback here.
Here we go.
And it is. Joyner with Devine to his right.
Well, this ought to be.
Joyner gets the snap. He's just going to keep it, run all the way. Bounces off of one tackler. Now trying to cut inside. He does at the 9, make it the 8-yard line. He gets a yard out of the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and about 3, and we'll see what the Hornets decide to do with it.
Put Pierce back on the field.
Now Pierce is going to come out. We do not see Kemp coming out, and we got an injured Hornet on the play.
This is not what I want to see, especially who I think it might be.
Trying to see who that is.
Judging from the shape of the person.
So now the Hornets will.
Can't be. He's there.
We'll get an eye here. As soon as we can see the number, we'll let you know who it is. It's down. We can't tell from our spot. So Hornets will take a timeout here with 1:02 to go as Band-Aid is out there doing his job. Got to see Band-Aid down there. You know, congratulations to his wife. It's Dr. Band-Aid. Well, not Dr. Band-Aid, but Mrs. Dr. Band-Aid, I guess is how we're going to put it.
Mrs. Dr. Band-Aid. She wears the long white coat.
That's right.
Not the short one anymore.
So that is at 53 or 63?
Either one. 53.
I think that's Maldonado again, who was banged up last week. It is 63.
It's not baby cakes.
It is not. It is definitely 63. So Maldonado, again, who got beat up, banged up a little bit in the game against Batesville.
He'd be all right.
It looked like a knee against Batesville. Good to see him back, number one.
For sure.
That looked like maybe ankle, but he's walking off just fine, so expect Maldonado to come back.
Put a Band-Aid on it, we're good.
I believe that is 61 Sam Stevens, who has taken his place over there at right tackle. So now Pierce with, I think that's Worsham. They are swapping running backs on us like crazy right now. I'm not sure who that is. I can't tell. I think that's Devine. I think that's 23. So Rogers split out to the near side of the field with Timmons and Hunter. Snap got there late. Pierce rolls to his left, throws it, and I think that was a false start. Now they throw the PI roofing flag.
The first penalty of the game, if it is.
That play was really odd, the way that play started. It is a false start on the Hornets.
Kept coming on.
So now they'll kick the field goal. That was 4th down. So that'll back it up to 4th and 9, and now we will get to see Braden Kemp kick the field goal. Told you we'd have a couple of these.
Good call, Steve. Good call. There goes my score. It's already run our team away. Can't really get to 14 with him having 3. So
now Pierce, looking at the sideline, I think they needed another lineman. They'll get one run out there. That's Tucker Colt making his way out, as well as 59 John Bishop. So now they're set. They've got everybody ready to go. Plenty of time as they just now started the play clock, 20 seconds. Now Pierce will get ready to hold this. It'll be a 30-yard attempt for Braden Kemp. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good as well as Braden Kemp knocks the field goal through, and the Hornets extend their lead back to 14, 17-3 with 23 seconds to go in the first quarter.
pretty accurate little kicker there we got.
Look, I have a friend, Andy.
Kill it. Kill it.
All right, fine.
Okay, he gone.
What you done if I eat it?
You ain't Charlotte's kid.
Little spider hanging out with us. So taking a look at some of the scores from across the PCSSD Sports Network. BB at 2:20 to go in the first quarter leads 14-6. And Benton leads Sylvan Hills. Don't have a time limit, 14-7 right now. I think that was right at the end of the first or just the beginning of the second. Let you know they got a yellow hanky on the field over there, so waiting on
Doily in the dirt, Steve.
Will to move that.
Doily in the dirt.
Oh, my bad. Doily in the dirt.
If Sylvan Hills is playing, the ShamWow on the Serengeti.
So Gurney to kick again, as now they've switched the return man. Thornton is on the far side. Reddick's over here on the near side.
Where we going?
Gurney's going to kick it to Reddick's. He'll have a return opportunity at the 17. Across the 25, he's got a big hole. Now across the 45, and they're not, I don't know. I don't want to say, and they're not going to catch him. 20, 10, 5, give him 6 as Reddick scores the cornerstone touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Untouched.
Yeah, that one didn't go well for the Hornets, Andy. That didn't go well at all.
Nope.
And just like that, Whitehall
Said the guy was fast.
gets a little momentum back as they get this game back within a touchdown with 12 seconds to go in the first quarter.
You know what? Defense didn't allow a touchdown, though.
That's right. The defense still has not allowed a touchdown in quite some time.
Don't know if that's very optimistic right now because the score, they're only down 7 or 6 or 8 right now. See, you told you brain fried. Sorry.
So Murillo to kick the extra point. Snap is high, get it down, kick is up, almost blocked, but it's up and it is good. And it is now 17-10 with 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. Again, say thanks to our friend Dio Vanucci at Cornerstone Home Lending. And another Cornerstone touchdown there. Go to loansbydo.com to get your home ownership journey started today. So as we get ready for our Ackles Carpet One Floor and Home kickoff here, let's say thanks to our friends at Ackles as well, located at 10 Maumelle Curve Court. You can give them a call, 501-214-0495, or go to AcklesCarpet1.com.
Do we have a dentist sponsor? Because I might need one after doing that.
We need a dentist sponsor. That's the one thing we don't have. That, and I need an eye doctor for the PI roofing, or for the penalty flags. We got PI over here, but you know what? Sylvan Hills, they got an opening for a penalty flag sponsorship. So.
Oh, yeah?
They do. I'm telling you, an eye doctor would be perfect for that.
It would be.
Guys, make sure you stay with us in the post game as we'll announce our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game. If you're looking for a place to go watch the Razorback game tomorrow, I'd recommend heading over to American Pie Pizza if you're not headed to Fayetteville. So Murillo to kick. He'll boom this one. Timmons is going to get a chance, though, from the 8. And now Timmons looking for a seam. Not much there, but he finds one hole, but he's going to be drugged down, thrown down.
Thrown for another 3
Thornton.
yards.
Thornton seems to be all over the field for the Whitehall Bulldogs.
5 seconds, Steve. What do you do?
Well,
That's the second quarter.
Yeah, if I'm Bircham here, I'm just going to continue to go with what's working and continue to try to feed Joyner and that stable of running backs and see if we can get a shot play later. But right now, I think I'm going to continue to just try to put some drives together.
Yeah, because they haven't tried to go downfield very far at all, which has worked real well for us so far.
So Worsham will be out at running back this time. Hunter getting a lot of run at wide receiver. Here's here on the near side. Timmons and Barham to the far side. That's got to be a matchup situation with the height.
Yeah,
for
for
Hunter
sure.
to be out there this much.
And Cato's a little taller than their corner there.
Timmons is the motion man. They'll get the snap, fakes it to Worsham, looking to the right side. Now he wants to throw on a double move. Got his man, but Barham stopped running. He had Barham, and I'm not sure if Barham just didn't see the ball coming. But that's going to be it for the first quarter. After a quarter of play, your Maumelle Hornets lead this one over the Whitehall Bulldogs 17-10. We'll be back in just a minute with more Hornet football on Natural State Sports.
Come see us today at American Pie Pizza. Enjoy our pizza by the slice daily from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Or catch one of our daily specials like $2 Tuesdays and get $2 off any large pizza. Are wings more your thing? Monday nights are Wingtastic Mondays. So get all the wings you can eat for just 69 cents a wing. And don't forget about the incredible cheese dip. Then to finish it all off, be sure to grab a Pizookie or one of our other amazing desserts. So head over to 9709 Maumelle Boulevard and let our friendly staff serve you today. Call ahead at 501-758-8800 or order online at www.ampiepizza.com. Live free and eat pizza at American Pie Pizza.
All right, welcome back, folks, here to Maumelle High School Stadium as Hornets come out 2nd and 10 here after the incompletion of Barham. Newell is back on at wide receiver. He'll split out to the far side of the field. It'll be Timmons and Hunter, I believe, here to the near side. Having a hard time. That is Timmons. And Worsham, I believe that is in the backfield.
Cato's first year playing football here.
Yeah.
He's learning the system quickly. When he first got out here with the benefit game, he didn't spend much time out there until
That'll be a PI roofing penalty as right tackle tried to get a little early start.
Well, call that 2nd and 15. Not how you want to start the second quarter.
No.
Especially with the first play and you walk on the field knowing what it is.
Yeah, and that's tough. You end the first quarter after giving some momentum back on the kickoff return. Then you had a chance for 6. Really, that was a great double move by Barham. Like I said, I don't know if he knew the ball was coming, kind of stopped his route, and now the false start. So Hornets got to get it together here as Pierce waits for the snap, trips to the right side. Now Pierce, he looks that way. Now he's going to roll that way. Now he's passes it off. Hunter makes the catch. 35, trying to break a tackle. Going to be drugged down at the 40. Not drugged down, thrown down out of bounds. And no penalty on the play as Mop was asking for. Didn't get a good job by Hunter as he's about 4 yards shy of the first down.
Hunter's got to keep that ball closer to his body. He's out there with a loaf of bread in his hand.
He's trying to dunk it.
It was Matt Jones in that ball is what he was doing.
He looks the part for sure out there at wide receiver. There is no doubt about it. His
he looks
size
smooth
is
with
big.
it for sure.
Mm-hmm. He's an athlete.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm excited to see him play football. The more he gets on the field, it's even better. You see him play next year, too.
So 3rd and 4. Pierce gets the snap. He looks towards Hunter this time. Now back to his left side. Good coverage. Now Pierce trying to figure out something to do with it. Penalty is going to be thrown as now Pierce scrambling. Throws it. Newell makes the catch. Bounces off, and he's going to lose a couple yards. There's a lot of PI, lot of laundry on the field here, and I think that's going to be against Whitehall.
Who's laying over here? We got 2 Hornets down.
And Newell's banged up. Rogers was banged up. Rogers gets up and limps his way back. Newell, let's hope this is nothing serious because Newell went down kind of weird on that tackle. And we might have a defensive holding on the play as well.
You have to. When your receiver leaves.
Oh, boy, Newell's leg. Oh, that did not look good, guys. Let's hope that that's not anything significant or serious. But his leg looked real tough on that turn. Let's hope that's nothing serious for Elijah Newell.
He's going to get up.
He's up as Newell gets up. Boy, that is good to see because I'm telling you, initially when I saw that replay, that looked not great. But
pretty
Newell,
spicy.
Yeah, Newell looks okay. Still got his helmet on, and he's walking around okay.
Tough kid.
Band-Aid following him, but I'll give him a little extra look over here on the table.
He's still standing.
So we'll wait and see what the White Hat has on the call because it was thrown in.
If it's not defensive holding, it'll blow my mind because literally Hunter left his position down here and went to go basically cross over the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You can see his shoulder pad. That didn't happen as your receiver, especially when you don't have the ball.
Let's see what the call is.
It has to be defensive holding.
Right now it would be 4th down, but they're going to talk to the Whitehall coaches, so it looks like this is going to be against the Hornets.
How do you not call the guy's shoulder pads hanging out of his jersey, the receiver? He didn't do it himself.
I don't know. Mallett doesn't look happy, so maybe this is going to go against Whitehall as Mallett shakes his head and goes the other way. We'll see what this call is.
A first down.
So we're still waiting, and now the White Hat's got himself in position. And it is a hold on the offense. But a face mask on the defense. So it'll be offsetting penalties, and we get to do this all over again. So it'll be 3rd down all over again. 3rd down and 4. Make it 3rd and 3 from the 40.
Well, let's just get 3 yards or more here and get a new set of downs.
Now the officials kind of get together here on where the spot is. Spot's the 40. They got it right. So 3rd down and 3 from the 40-yard line.
It's a big 3rd down right here.
Yeah. Yeah, again, to your point, Andy, the momentum has shifted after that kickoff return.
Nobody's punted. Nobody.
And so now Whitley comes out as the up back. And I believe that's Worsham that's going to be on the right hip. It is. And now the left hip of Pierce. Hunter on the near side. Barham to the far side. Pierce gets the snap. He's going to keep it. Worsham with a decent block, but Jaden Smith makes a great tackle in the backfield. What a play there by Jaden Smith. And that might have been one of those times where you want Weston to give that to Worsham and let your running back do the work.
Let your speed do what it does. Be fast.
Sylvan Hills is just tied. No, they missed the extra point. So 14-13. Benton leads that one.
There you go. Nope.
Nice tackle, though. We get ourselves over here. The Hornets going to go for this unless they quick kick with Pierce. 4th down. Boy, this is a dangerous spot to go for it. And we'll see if he sticks with this. 7 seconds, and they may have to call a timeout if they're actually going to do it, as Hunter's not even lined up. They may take a penalty.
Yeah, they're going to have to. Yeah.
Let's see. Did they call timeout or did they take the delay of game? And it is going to be a PI roofing penalty, delay a game. And so that'll back the Hornets up 5 more. And so instead of 4th and 7, now it's 4th and 12. So they keep the offense out, but again, got to expect this to be a punt by Weston, as Weston now has dropped back a little further. He's at the 24, so he will kick this.
These are dangerous anyway.
Yeah. They do have a return man. Now Pierce, no, he's going to go for it. Pierce rolling to his right, throws over the middle and low to Timmons, and boy, tough break there as the Hornets turn it over, and I'm not sure about that call, Andy.
I would have liked it more if it worked.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But, no, you can't take it back now, so you got to trust your defense to do what they've done pretty much the whole game.
Braylon Russell running wild over there in Benton.
Well, I kind of figured that was going to happen. That's why I was kind of confused why you picked, I know why you want Sylvan Hills to win, but, that guy over there, he's kind of studly.
It's not too bad.
He's not he's the man at Benton.
All right, so Whitehall, bunch package in the backfield here. Smith gets it. He hands it away to Jaden. No, Noah's kept it up the middle. And again, he's got a lot of room up the middle, and they have found something with that play up the middle, as that looks like that's going to be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Bulldogs.
Somebody's got to stay home and realize that he did not hand the ball off.
And he's short. They're going to be short by about half a football here.
It's a very good fake.
Yes. It's faked me out every time. So
Same.
got to believe they'll probably give it to 22 here pretty quickly.
We're 75 yards away, though. Maybe 80.
So now Jaden Smith on the right hip of Noah Smith. They'll give it. Nope. Noah keeps it again right up the middle. And once again, a Acre Pharmacy first down for Noah Smith and the Bulldogs.
We were right on top of him and literally stopped. That's a good camera.
That was a good view.
Watch this.
So first down here from the 14-yard line for the Bulldogs. We'll see if the Hornets start making some adjustments to squeeze up that middle.
Tackle him anyway. I mean, you're right there at it.
Yeah. So Noah Smith, he'll get the snap, power to the left, but a whistle and a timeout, I believe, by the Bulldogs before the snap. And it is. So timeout, Whitehall here with 9:17 to go in the first half. As things have shifted a little bit here in the second quarter, momentum has definitely turned on the Bulldogs side, and Hornets need a big defensive stand here.
Mop looks a little aggravated down there now.
You got to believe that he's working hard on trying to figure out a way to close up that middle. And that's probably what he's talking about right now, really searching hard.
I don't care if he hands the ball off or not. If you're that close, put him on the ground. He's going to be in the play. If he's a fake or he's not, hit him. He's right there. You're not going to get a penalty for hitting the quarterback right there in a fake.
Yeah.
If he's got the ball, he's got it. If he doesn't have it, you can still hit him.
And he's a ball carrier.
Yes, he's a ball carrier right there. You can tackle him. If he doesn't have it, so what? He'll learn to handle it.
And he's doing a good job on that read option. He's obviously he's reading the defensive end, and Beats is definitely keen on the running back. So we'll see if Beats crashes a little more now. And obviously, that's going to lead your linebackers to have to stay at home on the outside. So,
you know whose name we haven't called much yet?
The Maniac.
Maniac McGarrett.
Yeah.
It's time.
So Smith's in the backfield. Noah goes power right side, a lot of room, big hole. He is met at the 5 down to the 2-yard line. Another Acre Pharmacy first down. It'll be first and goal for the Bulldogs. And again, they have found a lot of success with this quarterback run.
4 subs coming in.
Only 2 out so far. Hornets are going to have to really move quickly to get more guys.
4
They got 2 more that have got to come off the field.
2 more.
The Hornets got to do it quick.
One more. Come on. Get me on the field. Better get off.
Better hurry.
You got it. And that's it. We're good. Timmons come off.
Candler gets off late.
Candler.
And now motion to the left side. Big hole, and Jaden Smith scores easily. Another touchdown for the Bulldogs. And just like that, it's a tie ball game. Well, point away from a tie ball game. 17-16 after the Cornerstone touchdown. Boy, Andy, what a turn of events it's been here. The big run by Noah Smith earlier where Timmons chased him down. They got a field goal out of that play, but really thought the defense was going to keep the momentum on this side. But then after that touchdown, or after the field goal for the Hornets made it 17-3, the big kick return has now changed things. Murillo kick is up, and it is blasted right down the middle, and we are all tied up at 17 here in the first quarter, or first half, sorry.
Well, you had a fresh defense that you had down there and driving back to take the field goal. You get a kick return for 7 points, and then you give your defense a short field, and you got a quarterback that's already figured out what to do. He didn't have to move the ball but 40 yards.
Yeah, and that was a tough one. I understand the want to fake that and to go for it and try to steal the momentum back, but in my opinion, in that situation,
make them move the whole field.
Yeah, you got to kick that ball and just force them to move the ball down the field in that situation. Instead, they just made it too easy. So
they're not going to throw the ball. They figured out they can do the read option, hand it off, or have the quarterback run it.
So Timmons and Rawls will be your return men on this one, as Rawls has made an appearance in the ball game. I saw Newell come back out on the field, so good to see Elijah out there. So Elijah is going to be out at the 18-yard line. Murillo will get ready to kick this one off. And it looks like it's going to be Rawls on the near side, Timmons on the far side. Now the Hornets will flip things as they move guys all over the field, and now we're set for the kickoff.
Watch them do this the last 2 kick returns.
We've been close to breaking one a couple times. This would be one heck of a time to do it. So Murillo to kick. He'll boom this one. Returnable, though, for Timmons. Timmons at the 7. Back across the 20, trying to break a tackle, and he can't. Slung down at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Hornets will start this drive.
The other return man has to catch that block. He has missed it both times. He just ran right by it.
So 9:02 to go in the first half. Hornet offense will come out on the field and got quite the ball game here so far early. Couple of updates. BB in the second quarter now leads Mills 21-6.
Surprise.
And Benton leads Sylvan Hills 21-13, but Sylvan Hills is driving as they're inside the red zone.
Bet they're not throwing passes.
They just threw one, actually. Surprisingly enough. Hornets will come out on the field. Devine will be your running back. Hunter's going to be lined up here to the near side of the field. Barham will be the wide receiver to the far side of the field. And I got to wonder if they're not going to try to establish some running game here.
I got to wonder if they can cover Hunter without holding him.
So Pierce gets the snap. He'll hand this one away to Devine. Devine stumbles, now trying to get outside, and look who it is. Thornton again in the backfield for Whitehall. James Thornton has had himself one heck of a first half.
Not done well trying to get outside around the corner with a running back.
Now Timmons and Worsham will come into the game. Whitley and Devine will exit. So second down and 12 for the Hornets. Now Pierce clapping, calling out the cadence. He gets the snap. Pierce looking upfield. He wants to go deep. Instead, he brings it down. He's going to take off. He's got a blocker in front of him in Worsham, but he gets hit hard at the 29. Make it the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the play as Pierce pops right back up. Now, Pierce was our leading rusher last week. He's headed that direction again tonight at this pace.
Takes advantage and gets what he can. That's for sure.
So 3rd and 5 here for the Hornets. And what you don't need is a quick 3 and out here. You got to get an Acre Pharmacy first down right here and get things moving.
Yeah, they definitely need to take what they can here, not run too much of a route, and don't overrun the route if you're going to pass the ball. If you're Weston, if the route's not there and you can get a run.
They got a man on the left side. It is caught. He's going to be right at the sticks. That should be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down. Was that Rogers on the play? It was. Yes. Amari Rogers makes the catch, his second of the ball game, and it is enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Nose of the ball's over the line.
So now trips to the near side this time for the Hornets. 7:20 to go in the first half. The Hornets trying to get some momentum back here as this game's tied at 17. Pierce gets the snap, hands it away to the right side. That's Worsham. Worsham trying to make a cut. He is met in the hole. What a hit by 21. That is Marshawn Jordan.
Somebody needs to check on Worsham and see where he's at right now.
Sophomore. Worsham is limping off the field. What a hit.
I'm limping up here. Worsham's not the biggest running back we have. I think he checks in at about 150 pounds. So
Clay is now the running back for the Hornets. Yeah, he's not the biggest running back, but boy, he is quick.
You're not designed to do that. Run around that man or under him.
So Pierce, as they're showing blitz, Whitehall got both backers in the gaps, and they're bringing them. They'll bring 2 right up the middle. Good job picking up the block there. Now Pierce has got to scramble for his life, trying to make a man miss, and he does. But he's going to be sacked for a 4, maybe 5-yard loss all the way back at the 33-yard line. And a big loss there for the Hornets. So 3rd down now, 3rd and 11 for the Hornets. And boy, Whitehall, you know, last year they were such a solid defense. They shut out half their opponents.
9.4 points a game.
Yeah, 9 points a game. And so obviously they lost everybody from that defense last year. And it's a team that by the end of the year you're probably not going to want to deal with on the defensive side of the ball for sure. So Pierce fakes the handoff, looking to his left, and he throws the screen into the pebbles of the turf, and that's going to bring up a 4th down here. He was looking for Joyner, couldn't get it to him.
I don't know about the back pedal and the toss there. The ball wasn't there for sure. But doing a quick kick again?
Well, I believe they've gone away from Amari, obviously, as the punter.
I don't know that they've designated punter.
Yeah, so Weston, and they're in a punt formation again. Got to expect them to kick this one, though.
Be a wise decision.
Now Pierce, low snap. He's got to pick it up off the turf. He kicks this one to the right where nobody's at and out of bounds at the 45. Let's see where they spot this. And 44. They will spot it. Oh, got a break. He's going to keep going. 40. Oh, now going to come back the other way.
Oh, Lord. And
make it the 46-yard line is where Whitehall will start. But, again, great field position for the Bulldogs.
It's tough, Steve.
Well, this game has just changed so much in the last 7-8 minutes. Again, we go back to that play towards the end of the first quarter and the big run.
Control.
Yeah. Hornets were running away with this one at 14-0, and then Whitehall looked like they were going to get the big play touchdown. Great job by Timmons to bring Smith down by the shoestrings at the 2. And Whitehall had to settle for a field goal after going backwards, and then after a field goal by the Hornets, a kick return for a touchdown has now changed the complexion of this ball game. Now they'll hand this one to Jaden Smith. He'll go to the right side, and the Hornets are ready, trying to stack him up. They couldn't bring him down. Good job there by Smith.
Very good balance.
Yeah, to keep his feet. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and bring up 2nd and 10.
Thankfully, there were more than one Hornet there. The swarm got him.
So 2nd down and 10 here for the Bulldogs as
McGarrett's going to have to get active. Didn't call his number enough tonight.
The Smith duo has taken it to the Hornets so far here early.
They
did not look set as Noah Smith goes right up the middle after the fake, trying to pull him down. And Noah Smith is dragging Hornets with him all the way down to the 37-yard line and another Acre Pharmacy first down.
So you say the offense didn't look set or the defense?
The offense didn't look set on the play. They let them go with it.
I'm wondering about that.
And say thanks to, if we have any of you, any Bulldog fans on our broadcast, we appreciate you guys joining us tonight on our Natural State Sports Game of the Week. So 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Smith gets the snap. He's going to keep it again right up the middle, and again, just another great gain. And they are struggling to even bring him down as he gets to the 30, too shy of a first down.
What's the tackle?
Whitley makes the tackle that time.
Your quarterback is pretty much doing whatever he wants right now, running the football.
And even when we get to him, we're struggling to take him down. I mean, it's just been a massive struggle so far.
He's not a huge guy. He's 6'2", 185, 195 pounds.
Smith gets the snap. This time he will hand it to Jaden Smith. B.J. Beats is riding the back of Smith, but that's going to be another Acre Pharmacy first down to the 25-yard line.
Man. This is how you wear down a defense, too.
Yeah, without for sure. And, again, they're doing it since the beginning of this quarter. It has been all Whitehall in this one.
I think they had a few jitters to start the game, and then they said, okay, we're settled down, and this is what we're going to do.
I just think they didn't want to end up like the Ryan Mallett headset before the game was over. Oh, and the Hornets are in the backfield on this one. Is that McGarrett? It is. Maniac McGarrett makes his first big play of the game.
Hello there, sir.
2-yard loss back to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 12. Good job there by the defense to get pressure.
Can we get a couple more of those? Made the right read on him. It was a little too late for him to hand it to the running back who was already in front of him. Well, who shows up? Maniac McGarrett.
Well, give Mallett and his staff some credit here. You know, they came out trying to throw the ball quite a bit early, and now they've really settled in on this quarterback run, and it has been the difference so far for the Bulldogs. Now Smith, he wants to throw, trying to go the seam route, and he just overthrew. Oh, Rawls is there. Rawls has got the pick. Now Rawls is going to – no, they're going to call it a touchback as he caught it in the end zone. Rawls was looking for 100 back the other way, and instead, as Rawls is going to keep going, and Mob is telling him, okay, maybe – is that a rule that I'm not aware of, that he can't return an interception in the end zone? Since when is – they did call it a touchback.
How do you call it a touchback?
But I'm confused.
You can't – I mean, he wasn't down.
No.
That's a terrible,
and Mop
terrible
is very
thing.
upset, and I don't blame him. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on the NFHS rules, but
Jim,
I didn't realize you couldn't return an interception for a touchdown if you caught it in the end zone.
Somebody needs to explain.
They realized that was an automatic touchback.
Why would you kill a play like that?
And Mop is really giving it to the officials, and he's right, because that should have been a touchdown for Rawls. I don't know if he would have got it, but
I mean, the opportunity's there. That's the thing.
Now there's a Whitehall player in our huddle over here. Not sure what that's all about. Reddix is over in our huddle. Mop is done with his conversation with the officials, and now we'll go out to the 20 as the Hornets get the big turnover.
We need to get a big score on the board here.
I believe I'll have to look, second or third. Let me pull up the stats.
Terrell's third. Clegg had 3 before the game.
So Pierce with trips to the near side here, and we'll see if the offense can get something going. Pierce gets the snap, fakes it. He's looking to his right side. Good coverage. They got Barham up over the middle. Instead, they go to Timmons on the other side. And what a catch by Alan Timmons at the 48-yard line. Give him an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Boy.
An early entry for our Brooke Brolo All-State Agency Good Hands catch of the game, as what a play there by Alan Timmons at the 48-yard line.
He wasn't 5'7" on that play, Steve.
No, he was not. Now quickly up to the 40, up to the line of scrimmage at the 48 is Pierce. And he's got Worsham off his left hip. They'll fake it to him. He wants Hunter. Now he's being chased from behind us to throw it away. He gets it back to the line of scrimmage. That should be good. Incomplete. No PI roofing penalty on the field, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
We're going to have to talk with Weston. You got to make that no doubt when you throw that ball away, kid. Come on.
So 2nd down and 10 here as the Hornets get a break on that one. And able to throw it away. So now trips to the far side of the field this time. Pierce hands it away to Worsham to the left. Worsham trying to find a seam. And nice cut inside, and he's going to be thrown forward to the 40. He's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down. Hey, Sylvan Hills just threw a touchdown pass.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No, stop. That's a bunch of malarkey. You stop that right now.
100% did.
This is not the Sylvan Hills broadcast, and I refuse to let the Hornet fans believe that. You stop it.
That was Rawls' 2nd interception on the season, by the way.
He's trying to bamboozle y'all. Just don't listen.
Now Pierce looking to his right. He's got Hunter. Hunter makes the catch. He's got the Acre first down.
Hang on the ball.
Down to the 35-yard line. Oh, no. Now he's pushed backwards.
Oh, no.
Now he's tripped up and thrown down. We've got an injured Bulldog. And, boy, Hunter had the first down, but because he went back and changed direction, he ends up losing 4 on the play all the way back to the 44-yard line. And there's an injured player, Drew Reese, the backup quarterback, is down on the field for Whitehall.
I'll tell you, there will be one person who will be coached on this play about not doing that.
Oh, boy. Reese got leveled on that play.
Did he get run over?
He got leveled on that play. That was a shot.
Who did it? Is it Baby Cakes?
Go back enough to no. It was in the wash of all the craziness going on over there.
It was like steamroller by everybody.
That was tough, and we'll hope that Reese is okay. But a tough break there, the Hornets, and that's a coaching moment there for Maupin as Reese hops back up. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You know who it was?
Was it Baby Cakes?
I'm pretty.
Oh, there he is. I think you're right. I think it was
back
Baby
up and
Cakes.
slow it down.
We'll have to look at that here in a bit, but I believe you're right. I think that was Baby Cakes.
Cakes was there.
So 1:05 here left in the first half.
IHOP was on the scene.
Make sure you stay with us for our Ackles Carpet One Home and Floor halftime show.
Isn't it bad when you sit there and go, I wonder if there was a forte there? Before you even see the play, it's like, yep.
All right, so 4th down here, 1:04 to go. Clock will run on 4th down and 6.
They're going to bring it. Got to pick this place up if you're running back.
Now Pierce gets his low snap, brings it up. Worsham does pick up the blitz. Now looking deep, and he kind of undercut. Oh, what a play! Oh, Timmons almost came back and made the catch. But instead, the ball hits the ground, and that'll be a turnover on downs as the ball go back to the Bulldogs.
Missed it by that much.
Timmons just about made one heck of a play there.
Thought he had it. Weston was lucky to get that off.
He was.
It was a great pickup of the block, too.
So 45 seconds to go here in the first half as Whitehall will take over. And, again, join us at the half for the Ackles Carpet One Floor and Home halftime show after our band performs.
Band performing. What are they performing tonight?
You know, I don't know. I was not given the
we need a
early update. I'm going to have to work on that.
You're like
Smith as Whitley misses the tackle in the backfield, but who is that? 62 as Vance makes another tackle in the backfield.
Vance likes him. They like talking a lot in the backfield.
So 30 seconds to go as Whitehall will not be in much of a hurry here, and they may let this thing go to the half.
All right. Whoever scores most points, second half wins.
No chance a Ryan Mallett coach team doesn't take a shot here, right? Cannot believe that's
You remember the War Memorial?
Oh, I would. Yeah, I remember that. That was there too.
In the end zone corner where Kobe Hamilton ran to.
I was the opposite corner, but
where
I was there.
all the LSU fans were, there was I.
And that'll do it. We will go to the half as Whitehall decides to let it run out, and that'll do it for our first half of play. Join us after the break for the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. Your Hornets lead this one. This one's tied up, all tied up at 17 as we head to the half.
It's the Labor Day sale at Ackles Carpet One.
Get up to 50% off store-wide with payments as low as $40 per room. Plus 18-month no-interest financing.
We make it beautiful for less.
Come see us today at American Pie Pizza. Enjoy our pizza by the slice daily from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Or catch one of our daily specials like $2 Tuesdays and get $2 off any large pizza. Are wings more your thing? Monday nights are Wingtastic Mondays. So get all the wings you can eat for just 69 cents a wing. And don't forget about the incredible cheese dip. Then to finish it all off, be sure to grab a Pizookie or one of our other amazing desserts. So head over to 9709 Maumelle Boulevard and let our friendly staff serve you today. Call ahead at 501-758-8800 or order online at www.ampiepizza.com. Live free and eat pizza at American Pie Pizza.
All right, welcome back, Hornet fans, to the Ackles Carpet One Home and Floor halftime show. And we are going to take this opportunity to head down to the field and join our cheerleaders and then our band performance. So we'll let you guys enjoy that for our Ackles halftime show, and then we'll be back here in just a few minutes with scores and stats from this one.
All right, I can use the computer bag. And I can use the computer. I need the water bag. I don't know, man. I was there, you know. I'll come after their band.
Not on that.
You're good. Just need to get back over here behind the black line. No. I gotta get close. Look, he's better. He's better. He's better.
Whitehall? Ain't they getting it all
All right. Welcome back to the Equals Carpet One halftime show. Hope you enjoyed the band's performance tonight. Good job by both bands out there, especially our Hornet band. So let's take a minute here, and we will talk about some of the scores. We'll start with our scores across PCSSD. So still in the first half. Andy, I'm going to tell you right now, for whatever reason, I don't know why it is, but it seems like Mills plays the longest first halves of anyone I've ever seen. Their first halves take so long. It is insane. That game with BB still has 2 minutes to go in the first half. BB leads at 21-20, and Mills has the ball right around midfield driving, so we'll see how that goes. the Benton-Sylvan Hills game just got crazy. So Sylvan Hills was driving to try to get the game within 7. They were down 35-21. I believe they missed a field goal. I missed the play that started all this. But Benton got the ball to 20. And with 1 second on the clock, ran a double pass for an 80-yard touchdown. 42-21, Benton leads Sylvan Hills at the half. And, of course, here we're all tied up 17 as we got about 3 minutes to go before halftime is over. So give a lot of credit to Whitehall, really, for battling back in this game, Andy. This has been a ball game.
Yeah, they were beat down to start the game for sure.
Yeah, this has been a ball game where things have just been crazy. It really, just to tell it 2 quarters. The first quarter, the Hornets dominated. The second quarter, Whitehall dominated. And obviously the scoring shows that. Whitehall scored 10 in the first, 7 in the second. Hornets got all 17 in the first quarter. And got started off with Devine with the 1-yard run. The Kemp extra point made it 7-0. Jalen Joyner would then get a 1-yard run. That'd make it 14-0 after the Kemp kick. But then Hector Murillo, and this is where things really turned after the big run by Noah Smith. And he got it down to the 2. A great play by Timmons to stop him. And Whitehall went backwards after that. Ended up with a 31-yard field goal. That made it 14-3, first score of the game for the Bulldogs.
Maybe
and then
they just wanted to spot us 14 points.
Maybe so. And then the Hornets drove down the field. Braden Kemp knocks through a 30-yard field goal. That put the lead back at 14. Hornets led 17-3. But then the ensuing kickoff would be returned for an 83-yard touchdown by Reddix. The extra point would be good, and that would make it 17-10. And then a Noah Smith 3-yard run and a kick by Murillo would make it 17-17. And that's where we stand at the half as we look at our leaders from the first half. And sorry, I didn't get these numbers to Kayla in time to put it up on our scoreboard. But total yardage in the first half, rushing-wise, Whitehall with 143 yards rushing, -6 through the air. Maumelle just 50. Wow. Actually, I take that back. Net yards rushing, just 37 yards on the ground, 122 through the air. The Hornets really could not get what we were hoping, get that running game going, and that's kind of been the difference. They've been able to make the Hornets one-dimensional and just haven't been able to find their receivers open on the outside much.
Their one-dimension running is working.
Yeah, so you look at the individual numbers right now. Noah Smith, 11 carries, 133 yards.
How many of those were on that one run?
You know, I don't know because Jim has this as a long of 17, and that was definitely longer than 17.
Jim, we're going to have a talk about your mathematics after this.
Jaden Smith, who's averaging over 100 yards a game, they've held him to 5 carries for just 10 yards, so we've done a good job there.
Get the wrong Smith.
Passing-wise, I don't think that's right.
Uh-oh. Jim, we're going to have to look elsewhere for stats.
Well, he's got Murillo, and I think he just put the wrong number in there because Murillo's the kicker. But passing-wise,
throwing the ball.
1 of 3, -6 yards, and an interception. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break before we get to our second half Akel's kickoff, and we'll be back with more of the Akel's halftime show in just a minute.
It's the Labor Day sale at Akel's Carpet One.
Get up to 50% off store-wide with payments as low as $40 per room. Plus 18-month no-interest financing.
We make it beautiful for less. It's the Labor Day sale at Akel's Carpet One.
Get up to 50% off store-wide with payments as low as $40 per room. Plus 18-month no-interest financing.
We make it beautiful for less.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Maumelle Hornets Stadium as we are getting ready for the second half here. And team's still doing their last-minute stretches, and so we'll talk about a few more of our stats from the first half. So Weston Pierce, 9 out of 18, 122 yards passing in the first half. Leading rusher for the Hornets, Jaden Worsham, just 4 carries for 24 yards. He is averaging 6 a touch, just haven't been able to find much consistency getting it to him. Weston Pierce, 7 carries, 24 yards, but he's lost 11, so 13 is his net, so 7 carries, 13 yards. Jalen Joyner, just 3 carries for a yard in this one. The Hornets, 37 yards rushing. They're averaging 2.3 yards a rush, and that's not going to get it done in the second half.
No.
Passing-wise, again, Weston Pierce, 9 out of 18, 122 yards. Your leading receiver, Alan Timmons, 3 catches for 61 yards. Amari Rogers, 2 for 26. Newell, 1 for 17. Joyner's got 1 for 10, and Cato Hunter has 2 for 8. And that wraps up your stats from our first half as we get ready for the second half. Let's look at some other scores. Of course, no big changes. I'm trying to get this back up to our Mills game. That game is gone. Oh, a lightning delay? That can't be right. Is there weather in the over there? Okay.
Hey, look, the score, though.
So they are still stuck in the first half. So
it's never going to end.
I might be able to make it to BB before that game's over at this rate. So 21-20 is a score in that one. Of course, Benton leads 42-21 over Sylvan Hills, and Whitehall Maumelle. We're tied at 17. Let's look at some scores from our other games around the state we want to take a look at, and a few interesting scores out there right now. I'm going to refresh my Fearless Friday scoreboard, make sure that this is correct. We're about 27 seconds away, but let's see. I'm rolling through here real quick. Wynn leads Fort Smith Southside 21-17 at the half. And Conway is just absolutely demolishing Springdale 42-7. Sheridan leads Searcy 24-14. That game's at the half. And Catholic continues their hot start to the season 22-8. They lead Greene County Tech. And I'm trying to get some score. So Pulaski Academy, assuming this score is still correct, this shows Pulaski Academy is just up 14-10
Did
at
they
the
start
half.
their 8th grade team?
I don't know. And then another surprising score from 6A. Lake Hamilton leads Little Rock Christian 20-19, and that game's in the third quarter. And let's see, Morrilton leads Valonia 28-0 at the half. So it's another 5A Central showdown, and Morrilton is handling business there. But the big game in the state, number 1 against number 6, and the Bryant Hornets lead the Parkview Patriots 14-10 at the half, and Parkview is going to make them work really, really hard if they want to get to that 44th straight win inside the state.
Parkview is star-studded for sure this year. If anybody in this state is going to give Bryant a run for their money, it's probably going to be that school.
Yeah, and think about it. They're 5A. If we get to that point, we got to deal with them. So that drop from 6A to 5A could be big-time beneficial. All right. So we're ready to start the second half. Noah Gurney out there. He's ready to kick it away. I believe that's Thornton and Reddick's back to return. Keep it away from Reddick. They don't. They kick it right to him. Returnable from the 14-yard line. Out across the 15. Makes a guy miss across the 40. Another spin out to the 44-yard line. And that's where the Bulldogs will start this drive. It's a good field position once again to start the second half here for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from the 44 after the Ackles kickoff. So let's see Hornets late trying to get to the line of scrimmage here as they'll get lined up quickly now. Noah Smith, Jaden Smith are your duo in the backfield. Smith now looks back over at his coaches and gets the call. We'll see if they keep that read option in the middle. They'll hand it to Jaden Smith this time. He's got a big hole. Jaden Smith looked like he was on a different level that time.
He was. That's the linebackers.
My goodness. Give him
Safety
9.
Saved it.
I don't know that we've seen Jaden run that. He looked quicker on that play. Like they put somebody else in that 22. Now he's got to tie his shoe. Maybe he got to put his shoe back on.
That's what happened. He's so quick he ran out of them.
So Noah Smith waiting. Was that lightning?
Nope. Sure wasn't.
I think it's far enough away we don't have to worry about it, but my goodness. Not expecting weather.
It's supposed to be some rain in the area tomorrow.
Jaden Smith, he's going to fall forward. Should be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down, and it is. Didn't think I was going to have to keep an eye on the weather tonight, but obviously up in BB, they're getting enough to put that game in a delay, and that game keeps going too much longer. I may have to go up there and run camera for my buddy Mark because he's got to be back in work at 6 o'clock in the morning.
He'll be all right.
Oh, there is a line of storms over there on the eastern side of the state for sure.
BB.
So 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Smith gets it. He'll hand it to Jaden Smith. Jaden's got a lot of room as he gets around the corner, makes another guy miss, and give him 10. He's going to be right at the sticks for another Acre Pharmacy first down.
Not how you want to start the second half if you're the Hornet defense.
And that is another first down for the Bulldogs.
Why is it flowing backwards?
Coming to us, is it?
From the wrong side. Something is wrong with this world.
So Smith awaits the snap. He'll get it. Hands it away to Jaden Smith again to the right side. A
Big
huge hole again. And, boy, Whitehall has found something in the running game here since the second quarter got going. Clegg makes the tackle.
See, what it is Ryan Mallett's about 6'7", and he can see over everybody that's over there, and he can say, hey, I don't need anybody in the box. I can see what I need to see from here.
So 2nd down and 2 here.
What?
So Noah Smith, again with Jaden Smith off his left hip. They'll go read option this time. Noah keeps it up the middle, makes a nice cut in the hole, and he is sliced down at the 20 and another Acre Pharmacy first down.
Can you use the term chop down?
That would have worked too. I was in between slide, slice, slip. So 1st down and 10 as they get in the red zone here, down to the 19-yard line. Another good drive by the Bulldogs.
You know, they said that Whitehall's strength was their lines, so they get 2 big physical tackles too.
They do, yeah. They do
2
big old
monster
tackles. And now this time, fortunately for the Hornets, is
he falls.
Jaden Smith slipped down. I don't think he would have went anywhere anyway. There's a couple Hornets waiting for him in the hole. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think both their tackles are like 6'3", 290 on both ends.
If you've been watching that Mills-BB game, you flipped over here to us, it looks like it could be a while before that game gets restarted because you're right, Andy. That rain's moving backwards, and it's coming right for the city of BB. Now they'll hand this one away to Jaden Smith. Jaden's going to get maybe 2 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. I'm starting to think it was a good choice for me to put our camera inside at BB when I set up today.
Wise decision.
I initially had it set up outside.
It's waterproof. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
You put a bag over it.
Yeah, we haven't bought any camera ponchos. So 3rd down here, 9. As Noah Smith gets the snap, hands it away to Jaden Smith, big hole. Jaden breaks the tackle. He's got the 1st down, and he's got it all the way to the goal line. I think that's 6, and it is. Touchdown for Jaden Smith. What a strong run. And just like that, Whitehall has their first lead of the game, and the Hornets trail 23-17 here, awaiting the extra point from Murillo.
Hornets offense going to have to respond here.
Yeah, it's looking like this one's going to be an offensive battle now, a game that early on looked like the defense was going to win the day for the Hornets, and now suddenly Whitehall has found some success in the running game, and they got their first lead of the evening.
Well, it doesn't look like it. They have.
Murillo line drives that one. It is good. It just does get over the crossbar. And with 8:23 to go in the 3rd quarter, Whitehall leads this one 24-17.
Look down here on the sideline, and you don't see much excitement with these Hornets right this second. They're going to have to find it.
You got to believe this is one of those moments where Mop is going to coach that defense hard here, and you got to hope Burcham can get the offense woke up and going here. So tough start to the second half for the Hornets, but again, we talked about it in the first quarter. Couldn't have drawn up the first quarter any better for the Hornets, where you can't draw up the first drive of the second half any better for the Bulldogs, as they ran it right down our throats on that one for the touchdown.
Yeah. Did they throw the ball once?
No, they didn't throw the ball one time on that drive.
Read option, read option, read option.
It was the Smith duo the whole time.
Smith brothers. I don't even know if they're brothers. Might be cousins. Who knows? Might not be related.
Parkview Bryant game has gotten started in the second half. Bryant does nothing with it on their first possession. Parkview's got the ball right around midfield.
The View going for the lead.
Well, that would be a shock to the state if Parkview pulls off that upset victory for sure. So Murillo, he'll kick this one deep, returnable. That is, I believe, Barham. Across the 15, the 20, and that's not Barham. It cuts back at the 25. I think that's Rawls, actually. Rawls dancing around in the hole, trying to get a blocker. Shoves Timmons to make him a blocker. Now across the 35, out to the 39. A PI roofing penalty comes flying in at the end. That's probably going to – I hope so. Otherwise, it's going to ruin a great return.
Or a horse collar. One or two.
Thornton with another tackle for the Bulldogs.
All over the place. You say you averaged 10 tackles a game?
I have to go back and look. That's exactly what I was about to pull up from Coach Vincent, the stats he sent me earlier.
Prefer snat.
Snats.
Snat guy.
The snacks. I'm getting hungry, obviously. So a face mask on the play is the PI roofing call.
Start on the 45.
Thornton wasn't even a guy I got any information on. Aiden McCann, number 13, and Marshawn Jordan, number 21, were averaging 12 tackles per game. And Kean Weston was number 4, averaging 10 tackles a game. Weston, the safeties, the safety on the other side of Thornton. So tonight's Thornton's night.
Coming out party.
So great field position now for the Hornets at the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. 1st and 10.
Take advantage of a man like that and pull him down by his face mask. How dare you?
And they'll hand this one right up the middle. Worsham's got a big hole here, and maybe cheated to get that hole, as that's a Acre first down for the moment, but another PI roofing penalty on the field.
It's another face mask.
That one was not thrown in the area of face mask.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it was. Illegal hands to the face, defense.
Guys, make sure you stick with us in the
You don't follow me on that one?
the post-game show, as we'll announce our American Pie Pizza player of the game.
Defensive holding? Wrong holding.
Holding on the Hornets. That'll back it up 10, so make it 1st and
Fiddlesticks.
20. I'll back this one up to the Hornet 45 now. That lightning getting way more intense over there on the
I don't see what you're talking about.
I think it's still well far enough away that it's not going to impact our game, but it could eventually.
Way off in the distance, sir. How do they judge how far that is?
The radar usually can tell you the number of miles that strike is, so I guess that's how they do it.
Could just be heat lightning,
too. It's definitely not looking at the radar.
Come on now.
Heat, lightning, or not, it doesn't matter. If it's lightning within 8 miles, they're going to shut us down.
In the sky.
Now Pierce wants to go deep, looking deep, and overthrow. Oh, diving for it, almost makes the catch. I think that's Barham. No, it's Timmons. Of course it is. Timmons doing his Superman impressions tonight.
Timmons need Cato Hunter's height on that one.
I'll tell you, Andy, what I don't need is 2 straight Friday nights of lightning games. Last Friday, it was on the Robinson call. King Noah Freeman was absolutely doing work. 4 touchdowns in the first half, and then with 4 minutes to go, Forest City said, we want to go home. We're scared of lightning.
You go home with an L, though, didn't they?
They did. So 2nd and 20 here as Pierce gets the snap. He'll hand it away to Worsham on the left side. Worsham across midfield to the 49, and he is slung down. What a tackle by number 21. That's Marshawn Jordan.
How do you do that to somebody? That's just mean.
He just chucked Worsham.
That's rough. 2 puppies fighting in sandpaper.
Reminder, say thanks to our friends over at PI Roofing for being our penalty flag sponsor this season. That is your roof leak detective. Give them a call, 501-707-3542. Andy, did you get your gutters done yet?
Nope.
Oh, man.
What's your go-to for 3rd and 13?
Amari Rogers? Now Pierce, he looks. He'll step up into the pocket, throws it over the middle. He's got Barham on the catch. He's got enough for the first down. Now this just go down. Let's see what the forward progress. Forward progress is going to be right at the sticks. The 30, he's short by half a yard.
You go for that.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll see. I don't know. The sticks are just shy of the 35.
QB1 push forward real far against number 75. Going to be kind of rough.
Yeah, it is going to be 4th down. He's just maybe a yard short of the first down. And I'm with you. Give me the QB1 sneak here.
He's not even under center.
Divine's your running back. Maybe they quick snap it to Whitley there at the up back.
I don't know about all that.
They'll go to Pierce. He is going to power right side, and he is right at it. They may have stopped him. Let's see. He needed the 45. The Whitehall coaches are cheering, and it is close. Mallet is standing on the 45. He's already got his offense huddled up, ready to go, and I think they're short. Andy, I think they're short here.
I think they got it.
And you know Mop's going to want a measurement no matter what. And no, they're not even going to measure it. They turn over on downs, 1st down, Whitehall.
Never mind.
Big stop by the Bulldogs there to thwart the Hornet drive. And so now after great field position, got you in a position to try to get some momentum back. You turn the ball over on downs on a great defensive stop by the Bulldogs.
Literally moved it 9 yards.
Yeah, the holding penalty killed that for sure. All right, so the defense is going to have to figure out how to stop this Smith duo.
Tackle in the backfield.
Now they'll hand this one away to Jaden Smith, trying to get the right side. Rogers misses a tackle. Now cuts inside the blocking receiver, and he's going to get enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down as he gets 10.5. Now the Hornets have 0 answers for this Whitehall running game.
He gets outside. He's definitely tough to handle.
I mean, it is. You look at it, if they go outside with Smith, it's trouble. But when Noah Smith goes up the middle, it's trouble.
That's the problem.
Hornets are just not doing a good job keying on the read option. Now this time they'll give it away to Jaden, and he's got a huge hole. Jaden Smith is going to go to the house. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Bulldogs. And just like that, Whitehall has taken complete control of this one with 5:54 to go in the third quarter.
Do you give him 6 there?
He earned it. He earned 6.
He earned. I actually earned about 65.
53 yards on that one.
He had all of those yards on that 2-play drive.
So another touchdown for the Bulldogs, and now he gets to come in and be the holder. So Jaden Smith is your holder here on the extra point. Murillo.
Hopefully he's tired and he kind of bobbles the ball here. I doubt it.
Anything to shift up the momentum here.
Breathe heavy, bobble, something.
Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is.
We tackled each other.
Knocked right through, and just like that, it is 31-17 Whitehall, as they have outscored the Hornets 31-3 since the Hornets took a 14-0 lead.
Impressive, to say the least. Just the wrong way.
Without a doubt. So
you got to string something together here. You can't go big play, just win it.
Yeah, you know,
big play would help, but I mean, it's momentum that you have to have, and a big play would bring that up. Yes, but
this team, obviously, I mean, any team's going to really respond after a big play. Now you'll see if your offense can respond after the big run by Whitehall, but this is, I mean,
you got a tired defense right now.
Yeah, and you saw it in the first quarter. We were able to really string those couple of drives together, and since then it's been Whitehall's done a good job of shutting down the run game.
We knew their defense was going to be tough.
And we know how good they are in the secondary. So right now, you can't let this get you down, though, in this moment. You've just got to keep battling, get a touchdown here, and then give your defense a break. Because, again, you had a 4-play drive just a minute ago. So defense has not gotten any breaks. Timmons from the 3. Now Timmons trying to get to the left side. He makes one guy miss across the 30. I think we're going to have a hold as there's a PI roofing penalty on the field. And Thornton made another tackle. My goodness. James Thornton makes another tackle.
If Thornton's over there, come over here.
Get away from one. There is a PI roofing penalty on the field. Go see PI roofing. As they serve Benton, Bryant, Cabot, Conway, Little Rock, North Little Rock, Maumelle, Sherwood, and Jacksonville. Basically, if you're in Central Arkansas, they got you covered. They offer services for residential, commercial, roof, wraps, gutters, as well as maintenance plans. So they'll walk this hold off on the Hornets. I'll back this one up.
Mr. Joyner's not feeling too well down there.
All the way back to the 24. So the Hornets will start this drive from the 24. Worsham will be the running back with Joyner banged up. He was
sitting down there on the bench right there.
And during half, he was standing around the
he come off
the
the
tent. Well, he was standing around for a little bit extra after at half. So let's see if they can figure something out here on this drive. Now Pierce awaiting the snap. Whitehall showing a blitz. They're going to bring the backer in the middle. They hand it to Worsham. He found a little bit of a seam. Nice cut in the hole. Worsham makes a couple guys miss and give him an Acre Pharmacy first down out to the 36-yard line. Make it the 37, first down Hornets. That's the way to start a drive.
Got to have several of those. That is a very good move, though. He had a couple good cuts in that one.
Now Pierce.
They only go fast.
I'll get it. Hand it away to Worsham again. Worsham makes another guy miss inside the hole there, and he's got 5, maybe 6 out to the 44.
Get up. Get moving. Well, trying to.
And that was...
They bring a bigger package in, looks like.
That was Kyan Weston on that tackle. So Weston added to his 10-tackle average. So 2nd and 4 here as Pierce. Hornets wait snap quickly to the ball. Now Pierce fakes the handoff, wants to go into the slot. That's Timmons, makes his man fall in front of him. Now Timmons trying to get to the outside, spins away, gets hit hard at the 46-yard line. But that's another Acre Pharmacy first down.
John Weston on that one.
So the Hornets get into Bulldog territory here, down to the 46-yard line. Again, you got to be able to give your defense a break here. Let Maupin do some coaching on the defensive side of the ball down there right now. They've got to figure out a way to hem up this running game. Now Pierce calls the audible. Gets the snap. Trying to go Worsham to the outside, but boy, Whitehall in the backfield on that one. They're going to lose 4 yards back to midfield.
Bobbled snap kind of messed that up.
It was almost like a slow late snap, too. It looked like Eric Young took off early at left tackle. That was an interesting play.
Seems like we've had kind of not very clean center quarterback exchanges all season, though.
It definitely comes up and bites us at the wrong times. So 2nd and 13 here as Worsham. No, that's not Worsham. That is Candler. Now they want to throw. He's throwing the wheel route, and he's got him, but he overthrew it. Oh, boy, tough break there as Jordan Candler had leaked out on the wheel route, and Weston just put a little too much under that one. Tough break. Baby Cakes was a little banged up on that play as he gets up, but he's right back into his position. And so 3rd down and 13.
You can't hurt Baby Cakes.
What tough break there. And Weston, he wants that one back.
Put some butter on, it's good. Yeah, that's one you definitely need. Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, folks, I was thirsty.
Wet the whistle.
So 3rd down, 13 to go here as the Hornets cannot afford to turn the ball back over.
You got to get to 13.
Well, they're going to have to call timeout if they don't hurry up. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They do get the play off. Looking left, he's got Timmons who dropped it. Timmons couldn't hold on to it. Ball was a little out in front of him. And so that's going to bring up a 4th and 13, and let's see what they decide to do. I got to believe I'm punting here. You've done enough to kind of maybe give your defense a little bit of a break, but no, Burcham is coaching hard. They're going to go for this.
He's not happy on the sideline.
Well, I think a big part of that was getting people lined up, and that's exactly what it is again here. Is now Barham, and they are struggling to get lined up right now.
Got plenty of time on this play. Need to have it right, though.
So now Pierce has got it. He'll get the snap, and he's going to punt it. After all that, they'll quick kick it. That is a good punt. Let's let this ball die. Come on, ball, die. And it will not. It'll roll its way into the end zone. And
too good of a punt.
That's disappointing as that one goes into the end zone, and Whitehall will start this drive from the 20. So they still have not restarted things in BB. Mills down 1, 21-20 in that one. Second half underway in Benton. Benton leads that one 42-24 after a Sylvan Hills field goal. Oh, so
need a turnover.
Yeah, let's get.
Got to get a fumble, something, get a stop, anything to not let that man run down the field again.
Remember how dominant.
Have a score.
Remember how dominant Vance was in that first quarter. I need to see that again. Look at the hole though they're leaving in the middle.
Okay.
Well, they'll keep it as Noah Smith kept it on the outside and now being chased and tripped up, but he's got probably enough for a first down. And we got a whistle on the field. It should be enough. Do we have? I think we do have a PI roofing penalty. No, that's first down. Acre Pharmacy first down on the play out to the 30.
It's a first down penalty. It's a new one.
So first down, Gurney comes off the field.
58.
That was Pace. So they'll get the snap here, and they'll hand it ahead to Jaden Smith, and he bounces off a guy, taken down, and now we got a battle between we've got to get up there if you're the Hornets. Now they will throw the PI roofing penalty, and I think the Hornets, a lot of penalties, a lot of flags being thrown.
Got away from it.
And another flag. My goodness. And now you've got Whitehall coaches all the way out at the 40-yard line. They're trying to get their players pulled back.
We grabbed our own players and stood up.
This has got to be offsetting if it's anything. It was an aggressive play by both. 21, Marshawn Jordan was just doing his job blocking through the whistle. Our Hornets took a little exception to that. And a lot of jawing on the way up off the turf. So we'll see what the call is here. Got to believe it's going to be offsetting unsportsmanlike.
A little frustration showing through.
The officials got their arms warmed up there, though. They got to chuck some hankies quite a ways there.
Hopefully didn't throw a shoulder out.
await the call here. Ball doesn't look like it's moving. And okay. Now,
Wow.
so it seems to me, but would that not be a post-possession play? I don't.
What are they going to do?
Or are they calling that just on Whitehall? So multiple unsportsmanlike.
The sideline?
And the down counts.
Neat.
I am highly confused. And they moved the ball up 3 yards. It should be 2nd and 10. I don't understand what we're doing here.
That's okay.
I am extremely confused. Whitehall is so confused they're going to call a timeout here.
How you get 3 yards, but the down counts and it's still 2nd and 10?
And I thought that was after the play as well. I mean,
The whistle was.
the Hornets are going to catch a break here. But boy, that is an interesting penalty call. We've had a couple of those after the
confused
the
right
Rawls
now.
interception where we weren't allowed to return it.
That was big too. Now if you look at it, how big that is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally 7-point difference.
That
It could
likely took
potentially
7
be.
off for sure. So after the timeout by Whitehall, there's 2:45 to go in the third. Hornets trail this one 31-17. If there's ever been a time where you need a defensive stop, it's now. Now the officials are talking to Mop, and I'm all right, Mop gets the explanation he, I guess, wanted.
I wonder if they know that everybody's lined up ready to go.
What I'm not understanding is
The 3 yards?
was it second? Was it first and? It couldn't have been 1st and 7.
Doesn't start like that. Did they gain 3 yards on the play?
No, they're gonna. No, they're not. I have
Surprise.
no idea. Anyway, here we go. So 2nd down and 7 apparently here on this one. Now they'll snap it back, hands it away to Jaden Smith. He is being held. B.J. Beats was being held and still made the tackle. Great job there by Beats to pull Jaden Smith down.
With that arm out there, he said, I'm going to bring the rest of me around. Hang on.
Now big 77 limping around back there.
Got to get a stop here.
Now this
Does the
crowd
quarterback
gets
keep?
loud for the Hornets. 3rd down and 6.
They didn't even think about throwing the ball here.
He will. Looks over the middle, and he dropped it. Big drop there as he had his man. That was Christian Townsend.
And it stops the clock.
Couldn't hold on to it, and that's going to bring on the punt team for the Bulldogs.
Newland to return the punt.
Still got a little bit of a limp.
Yeah, he does. I was watching him come on for kick return and stuff like that.
Bryant's added a field goal in their matchup. They lead 17-10 over Parkview.
Parkview just edging a few out there so they can catch him, make it even.
Yeah.
Overtime.
All right, so 2:05 to go in the third as Whitehall gets ready to punt. Trying to get the play clock set, and they do. And now Townsend, who dropped what would have been a first down, is now the punter.
How bold would you be for a fake here?
That'd be massively bold considering you have all the momentum.
You're up 14.
Townsend will punt it away. Newell trying to chase it down. That ball's actually going to get past him. Now he may pick it up. Now you don't want to. Do not touch it now if you're Newell. It'll roll dead at the 21-yard line. That's where the Hornets will start this drive.
Jesse.
We need Jesse Knight in the comments to get these guys hyped up again. You know, last week took him to try to get them going, and they did. So. Oh goodness.
Can we get rid of that?
I've got to go in. For some reason it's got me on the wrong account on there. So, all right. So Pierce and the offense will come out from the 21-yard line, and we need 6 in a bad way right here on this drive.
And Amari Rogers sighting right here. Five wide, nobody in the backfield.
So Pierce gets it, and it's a power run by Pierce all the way. Pierce makes a man move. Nice little cut there. It's tackled by the shoestrings. But that's going to be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down. That was Marshawn Jordan on another tackle.
Pierce should have picked his right foot up about this much further, and we're Noah Smithing it down the field right now.
That red sock is
that's
a target for them. Get rid of the red socks.
That's what you got to get him blue ones or something.
Now Pierce looking to the right. He's going to roll that way. Now back to his left. Looks over the middle. He's got man. He dropped it. That was Barham, but Barham couldn't hold on to it, and so that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now Newell coming out on the field here as now Barham will head to the sideline. We'll see. The Hornets have abandoned any semblance of a run game here on this drive as they try to go 5 wide and get 6. So empty set again here as Pierce gets the snap and whistles and a penalty here. We've got a PI roofing penalty, and it's offsides on the Hornets as they were lined up wrong. And was that Newell?
Offsides on the Hornets?
Yep. Newell was lined up. Too many men on the back. Yeah, so you had helps Rogers, who was not off the line. So
I swear I just heard him say encroachment on the offense.
He did. He called that wrong.
How does the offense have encroachment?
He did call that wrong.
Can you have encroachment on the line on the offense? No. Is that possible? No, I didn't think so.
Rogers should have been off the line, and he wasn't. Pierce gets the snap once, and he's got his man. That's Candler who makes the catch, and he is met hard. A nice play there by Whitehall, but a big play by Candler, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 5 after the gain of 10 on that play.
That's a big 3rd down.
So the Hornets need the 42 here for a first down. Cannot go with a 3 and out here on this drive. Pierce gets it, and they got blitz coming. Gets away from the first man. Now trying to outrun the big guy, and he does. Now Pierce has got the first down, out of bounds. That'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down, and a great job there by Weston Pierce. Now Weston sees it, and he knows he overthrew the the official. They get it to him at the 47-yard line. First down Hornets, and they're going to hustle to the line. Big thing right now for the Hornets, they're struggling to get their wide receivers set. And that's something they're going to have to work on, especially if they want to run this pace. And so now they got 5 wide, trips here to the near side. Low snap. Pierce picks it up. Now he's in trouble. Has to roll to his left. Throws this one out to the corner. It's dropped. Probably not the worst thing that ball was dropped by Elijah Newell, because I think he would have lost a couple yards anyway. Newell's shifty, but I don't know if he was shifty enough there.
Their D-backs are good. We haven't beat them over the top. We're usually pretty decent to beat someone over the top. And when we have, the ball hasn't been there. The ball has beat everybody, kind of like a Ben Roethlisberger pass.
So Pierce, 5 wide here, 45 seconds to go in the 3rd. Candler will now come into the backfield to join Pierce. And that's where they'll give it as Candler trying to get to the outside. Candler gets around across midfield, 45, lowers the shoulder at the 43-yard line.
That's going to be close.
And he is a yard shy of the first down. 3rd down and a yard.
If he was heavier than 160 pounds, we might be there. A little short. $15 seconds and a quarter.
Let's see if they decide to snap it. They don't have to, but I would assume you'd want to get a play in here. 3rd down and a yard. Pierce steps back, throws over the middle. Rogers couldn't hold on to it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down with 3 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Now you have to run the play. Big package.
So 4th down. Last time you had a 4th and 1, Whitehall stepped up and made a stop. Worsham comes out late at running back. Whitley is your up back. So 4th down. A low snap, gets it to Worsham, and Worsham trying to get it. He does. Good job. Now Worsham's got the corner across the 45 or 30, inside the 30 to the 25.
There's a flag on the field, Steve.
See the PI roofing penalty, and I didn't like where it was thrown.
In the backfield.
It looks like it might be a hold, and if it is, it negates the first down. It's going to bring up 4th and 11 if it is a hold. Boy, that is just disappointing if you're the Hornets, if that's what this call is that's the last play of the third quarter. Holding on the Hornets.
How?
So that'll back it up 10. It negates the Acre Pharmacy first down. We'll flip sides of the field. That'll do it for the third quarter of play. After 3 quarters of play, the Hornets have some work to do. Whitehall leads this one 31-17. We'll be back in just a minute with more Hornet football on that.
You ready for this? Home field advantage is such a huge deal in football, and I think it's a huge deal in the mortgage world too. That's why we're a local company. We have in-house processing and underwriting, and that enables me to make sure that my customers have a great experience from kickoff to the closing table. And that's just what we want to do, is give them a great experience.
With Cornerstone Home Lending, you'll always have the home field advantage. Text DO to 36260 to get started today.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Maumelle Hornet Stadium as we await the start of the fourth quarter here. Hornets will start the fourth from the 45-yard line. They are at their own 45. It's going to be 4th down and about 13. After the holding penalty, they ended the third quarter.
You'll stand over here in our huddle.
They were doing that earlier. The Hornets have got to pay attention to that because he was doing that earlier in the game too. So now 4th down. As well as Whitehall's been running it, I'm not sure you want to quick punt this, but boy, 4th down, and it is 4th and 12.
Set up like you're going to punt it. How bold are you?
I mean, I'm going for this.
4th and 1.
Now Pierce gets the snap. Looking left, he's got Newell underneath. That's not where he's going to be able to go with it. Good coverage. Now he's got Newell again. Now Pierce has got to roll out. He's in trouble. Caught from behind and taken down and sacked at the 41-yard line, and it'll be turned over to the Whitehall Bulldogs.
Can't run forever.
Ooh, sorry about that, guys.
Some of the receivers you got to work back to your quarterback, though, when you see him panic. And it looks like we continue to run down the field, especially on the far side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he had Newell underneath a couple times, but then I just don't think he could see him once he went back.
Once he came back this way, it was over for that play twice. Newell running across the field, if he'd hit him in stride, was an easy first down, especially with his speed.
All right, so Hornets need something to happen good here. Noah Smith wants to go deep. They're trying
turn.
And knocks away. Boy, the Hornets, good job there to come back and make a play on that. Is that Clegg?
Oh, no, but he had an armbar tackle, too, even though he knocked the ball away.
Pretty sure that's Clegg. Yeah, sorry, Andy, I am struggling with this cough in the back.
You want me to hit you in the back? I will. I got you.
My goodness. It's like right there in the back of my throat, won't go away. Gotta love that.
It's phlegm.
2nd down and 10 here.
Don't you give me the vid.
Now Smith gets it, hands it away to Jaden Smith. The Hornets, good job there as they meet him in the hole. As that was McGarrah and Whitley, I believe. I think it was all McGarrah.
Kind of sad. I gave him the name of the Maniac last week. He didn't even show up this week. Come on now. Get with me. You got to come back.
So 11-20 and counting here. 3rd down and 8, and Hornets need a stop.
Think the Bulldogs are in any hurry to run this play?
I definitely would not be.
I'd be reading a newspaper if I was that quarterback in the backfield right now.
See what OC Jarius Wright calls up on this play. So 3rd down, 8. Noah gets it, a bad snap. Noah kept it, and the Hornets are in the backfield. Great job this time on defense, and a late
we're just
flag.
Gonna call the flag.
A late PI roofing penalty, and what's this going to be? Because if that's a face mask, that is a horrible mistake.
No way you call a face mask on this. There's no way you're calling this. You are so far from wrong, and you had a better view than I did. No.
I can't tell, but let's see. And they're going to wave the flag off, and that's good.
Thank you, Whitehead.
Thank goodness there as they wave it off.
And he was going to call it. He literally was walking back over the sideline talking about it.
So good job there by the officials to get together and get the call right. So it's a 2-yard loss on the play. It'll be 4th down and 10 for the Bulldogs. And they're going to keep the offense on the field here, it looks like.
4th and 8. Well as they're running the ball. I mean, well, you think about it. You get the first down. You put this one in the end zone.
Oh, it's over.
It's go ahead and pack it up.
So let's see what they decide to do here. They'll have single receivers to each side. Noah Smith with Jaden Smith to his right. Now whistle and a timeout. Who? Timeout Whitehall. So Whitehall wants to talk a little bit more about it before this 4th down play. That'll give me a minute to talk about our friends over at Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home, sponsors of our halftime show as well as our kickoffs. You can go see them at 10 Maumelle Curve Court, North Little Rock, or give them a call, 501-214-0495. That's or find them online at akelscarpet1.com.
That's where you're going to find Anchor Family Pharmacy at Akel's. That's about what I heard. I thought
this cough's got me all messed up.
Well, quit coughing. Look, you get a whole week break. Maybe 2.
Thanks to our friends over at Anchor Pharmacy. Sponsored the first game of the season long. As we get through basketball season next year. You'll see Anchor Family Pharmacy at 1900 Club Manor Drive, Suite 101, or you can find them online at acrepharmacy.com.
Does Toombs have an umbrella on his head?
I am not sure what that is on Toombs' head.
It looks like an umbrella. He's ready for the rain. It's got to be an umbrella.
This is the longest timeout ever.
It was a 46-second timeout instead of a 30.
So still keeping an eye. They have still not restarted things in BB. 21-20. They've gotten to the 4th quarter in Benton, with Benton leading 49-24. And in the 4th quarter, Bryant leads Parkview 20-10. Now they will punt it. That kicks away. Good kick. And going to be, takes a Hornet bounce back across the 15. Going to be down at the 17-yard line. Make it the 16.
Still a good kick.
So the Hornets will start this drive from the 16-yard line, 84 yards away from
Peter.
Trying to get the momentum back.
This is one where you do need a quick strike.
Yeah, 10:41 to go, and you've done a better job the last couple possessions of slowing down the run game.
Defense did well on that drive for sure.
Yeah. Now you just – and it really – you were doing well offensively until the hold.
Maybe they're getting tired of running on us. Either way.
Worsham's going to be your running back here. Newell and Rogers are going to be on the near side of the field. Nope, they changed that. Rogers going to the far side. Timmons will be over here on the near side. Barham will be the wide out on the far side of the field. Whitehall not worried about a deep pass. They got both their safeties up pretty close to the line of scrimmage here. Pierce drops back, looking over the middle. Nothing there. Good pass to Worsham, though. Now Worsham trying to get the corner. Hit late out of bounds. Was it Newell?
Yeah,
that is.
Newell
There's the
white
penalty.
gloves.
There's the PI roofing penalty. Is
clock stop, add 15.
Newell got hit a couple yards out of bounds. So that should be a personal foul on the Bulldogs, 15 yards. Coach Mallett over there giving the officials
the hammer.
Yes, the hammer.
I wonder if it's dead blow or like is it sledgehammer, is it rubber mallet, claw hammer.
So an Acre Pharmacy first down, as this will be taken out to the 36-yard line, and a break for the Hornets. And
ball peen.
Let's do it again.
Could be body shop hammer.
It's just a mallet.
Then you got a couple. Rubber. It's probably a shop hammer.
So Pierce gets a snap, low snap again. He picks it up off the ground, wants to go over the middle. He's got Barham, and he's hit. Oh, hit. Good play by Thornton. Guess what? Thornton again on a play as he made the hit right as the ball got there, dislodges it, and that'll bring up second down. Great play there.
The ball just hangs in the air, and you're like, please hit the ground, please hit the ground, please hit the ground. He got one Hornet, 4 Bulldogs in the air. He's like, okay.
Benton just scored again.
What was it, like 78-24?
56, close enough.
Really? That's close.
So now trips to the near side. 2nd and 10 here for Pierce and the offense. They'll hand it away to Worsham to the left side. Worsham trying to get a block, makes a nice cut inside of the 45, and going to be taken down at the 47. That should be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Roll it.
And it is, so the Hornets will hustle to the line. Clock stops for the moment, 10:16 to go in the ball game.
Not out of this.
Not at all.
Not by any means.
Especially now finally moving the ball like this. They're finding some success. Just got to keep it going.
You can't fizzle on the 40-yard line or the 30 on the other side. You got to go.
Their defensive coordinator is coaching hard over there from Whitehall.
Oh, come on, Weston.
Now the blitz off the corner. Weston just wants to chuck it up deep, and Barham was there, and he looked like he was held.
Got his hand.
Had his
Come
hand.
on.
No call as he overthrew Barham.
You can call a face mask down here when you can't see it right in front of you. You can't call that.
So 3rd down and 10 here for the Hornets. That's a tough break.
How do you, man? Maybe if you'd have fell down.
Maybe so. Now quickly they go to Worsham, but the Bulldogs are all over that in the backfield. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
That's a quick way to get the 3rd down.
Yeah.
And a bad way, too.
It's a tough break there. Under 10 minutes to go. 9:40 left here in this ball game as Hornets got to find the end zone. So Pierce looks at Burcham, gets the call. It's a snap. There's Pierce looking now. He's going to step up and run it. Now Pierce, as that collapsed quickly, that pocket just closed up in a hurry. Pierce just does get across midfield, but he takes another big shot. And that'll bring up a 4th down and about 8. And Pierce is
adjusting his pads.
Yeah, a little slow to get up. And, boy, Whitehall doing a great job in coverage. Give DC Hunter Vincent a lot of credit, as well as defensive back coach Caleb Koger, as they're doing a great job of shutting down the receivers here in the second half. Hornets got to hurry here. 5 seconds on the play clock. Got to get set, and they do. They get the snap off, fakes the handoff up the middle. Pierce steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked. No, hey, now he is sacked. He started to get away. Now he's drugged down, and Pierce is not happy with his offensive line as he comes off the field. Big 66 on the sack is going to be Landon Meredith, the junior, and Whitehall take over at the 45-yard line. Boy, Andy, sometimes when the tide turns, it turns in a very bad way.
Tough get going. Go with the tough.
That didn't go as well as you hoped it would.
Yeah, it did. Tough get going. Go with the tough. It was tough to say it.
So 8:27 to go. Hornets have all 3 timeouts.
Snap the ball over the quarterback.
Need a turnover, something big.
Yep.
And they'll hand this one to Jay. No, Noah Smith kept it. And he's up the middle off to the races. Rawls trying to slap it out at the 20, all the way down to the 16-yard line. Another Acre Pharmacy first down as the Hornets get fooled on the read option once again. Make it the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Because he hasn't kept it in the past 8 or 9 snaps, seems like.
So under 8 as the clock ticks away here. They're snapping it early, though, 20 seconds, but Noah Smith going to keep it up the middle all the way to the 5, make it the 4-yard line. Another Acre Pharmacy first down, 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Well, let's say that we're going to have to do some homework on stopping a read option before we come into another game, because if there's anybody that likes to run this play, they're going to know we have a problem with it. We need to fix it quickly.
Thankfully, you got a bye week to try to clean some things up here, but boy. Now this time, Noah Smith under center. They'll flip it to Jaden Smith. PI roofing penalty on the field.
Hang on.
And the Hornets are going to run him out of bounds at the 10 with 7:09 to go in the ball game. Let's see what the penalty is. Illegal shift. It's going to be the call. So the penalty is going to be declined. That'll make it 2nd and goal now, all the way back at the 11. They ran him out of bounds, so the clock is stopped currently. But as good a kicker as they have here, even a field goal pretty much puts this thing out of reach. So left hash for this one is Noah Smith. Gets the offense set.
Does he keep it?
They'll hand it away to no. Smith kept it up the middle. Bounces around off a couple of Hornets down to the 6-yard line.
So he came into the game knowing that Jaden Smith was a pretty good runner. Did we have any clue that Noah Smith was this dangerous running the ball?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, you watch this team, and I was hoping, I guess Warren doesn't have a stream this year. At least they didn't for the game last week. But
because we didn't have any real stat of the quarterback running the ball this well.
No, this was not something that I expected. Now, again, so 6:14 to go. Hornets looking to get a stop. And Smith, nice creative play as they handed it up the middle. Jaden Smith trying to carry him to the end zone. He's going to be down at the 3. And it'll be 4th and goal there and make it the 2. Now Jaden Smith will come out of the game. I think they put a little bigger back in there. I couldn't see the number. 23. That's Kylan Davis, sophomore. So 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. They'll hand it to the fullback up the middle. Hornets trying to stop him, and they may have done it. Oh, he may have fallen forward. Let's see. And it is a touchdown for the Bulldogs. A cornerstone touchdown there for the Bulldogs as Kylan Davis falls forward into the end zone, and they have stretched this lead out to 37-17 with 5:28 to go in the ballgame.
You just put the icing on the cake, Steve.
I think you're right, Andy. I think you're right.
Last time I checked, 21-point comeback was Peyton Manning in that amount of time.
It's going to be a little tough. Benton's added a safety, it looks like, 58-24. Bryant is icing that game away with a minute and a half left, up 20-10.
Mills is still in the first half.
And whistles on the play as we got a PI roofing penalty.
Still a minute and 59 in the Mills BB first half.
Yeah, they haven't. They have not resumed. I may end up going to BB when we're done here.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think our camera guy, Mark Miller's got to be at work at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I may have to go up there and relieve him.
Might as well just call him and be like, hey, you can go ahead and go. I got this.
Just wide angle the camera and get what we get at this point.
You're just in the field, bud.
So that penalty was apparently on the Hornets, so they move half a yard closer, and we'll try it again.
It's a redo. Say one thing, Whitehall's fans traveled well.
They did. Not a long trip.
No.
Snap low, kick up, and good. Oh, off the upright and no good. So he doesn't get the bounce in this time. And with 5:28 to go in this one, the Hornets trail 37-17.
There's still hope. It's not 21.
That's right. 3 touchdowns in a row and you win it.
Yes. It can happen.
It absolutely could happen.
Stranger things have happened in high school football.
Will it happen is a whole other story.
We're going to get a kick return right here. Pull the old PA onside kick.
All right, so we await the Ackles kickoff here as Whitehall is added to the lead, 37-17, 5:28 to go. Hornets do have all 3 timeouts. This feels like one of those moments back in the old NCAA football game where you had those challenges where you had to score and come back from a ridiculous margin.
You know what happened, right? Ryan Mallon went Bobby Petrino on that sideline, and Everything straightened out from that point on.
he didn't go Bobby Petrino. He went old girl from the blind side. Run the dang ball.
Michael Oher.
All right, so Rel ready to kick this one off. He kicks this one deep. That may, it's going to be returnable at the 4.
Come on.
Looking for some blocks across the 20. Cuts inside. Nice move. Back across the 30. Dragging Bulldogs with him out to the 36-yard line. Looked rough for sure. Rawls was not happy about the tackle. And the Hornets will start this drive from the 36-yard line, trailing 37-17. So Whitehall's done a good job here of really, obviously we haven't been able to get much consistency going, not much rhythm on offense, but the one thing the Hornets have been able to do in the first 2 weeks of the season is take advantage of big plays, and haven't had any of those tonight either. The 2 one-yard touchdown runs and a field goal, and outside of that, the Hornets haven't done anything, and haven't done anything really in a long time. This was a 14-0 game at one point. Hornets led it.
Scored 3 points since they've scored 31, 36.
Now trying to figure out the play calls now, and now it's going to be another delay of game. Hornets, boy, discombobulated comes to mind here. Another PI roofing penalty. He'll back this one up 5 to the 31-yard line. That doesn't so much
think
matter.
We have as many penalties as we did last week.
No. I mean, 14 was a lot, but we got to be pushing those numbers at this point.
Like the Oakland Raiders of the old.
Yeah. So motion man is Rogers. And again, they're taking a lot of time to get the play calls in. Now they got it set. Pierce gets the snap. Looking to his left. He's going to step up in the pocket. Wants to go to Barham and throw it short. Good coverage that time by number 24, Chauncey Haynes. Another sophomore out there playing a lot for Whitehall.
For a team with not much experience, they sure put it on there pretty good.
Well, once they got it going.
Yeah.
This could be a springboard game for a team like Whitehall. This is a team that, the coaches were really, really high on this Whitehall team. And so now we're starting to kind of see whys. They have really turned it on here since the first quarter of this game. Oh, the Hornets continue to struggle to get set. They'll hand this one off to the right side. That's Worsham. He's got about 7 on the play. Does not get out of bounds out to the 37-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 8. PA thought that was a first down. It's not a first down. Hopefully the players don't think it's a first down. 3rd down and 8.
3 on that stick over there.
Pierce gets the snap. They'll hand it away again. This time I think that's Worsham trying to cut around a couple of tacklers. It makes a couple guys miss. Now Weston gets kind of stuck in a bad spot as Worsham gets taken down. And so 4th down here. They may have got a yard. It's going to be 4th down and about 6.
Look confused.
And they look over to Bertram for the play call here. Let's see if they can get set on 4th down.
Go route.
They do. Pierce steps back, looking to his left, wants to throw deep. Newell's there and picked off. Intercepted by Ben Reddix.
Timmons got turned around down here about 3/4 through his route, too.
I thought they had Newell's jersey, but no call and turnover, and that should ice this one away. It's with 3:52 to go in the ball game. Whitehall's going to take over at the 30-yard line, leading 37-17. .328 left to go down in Saline County as Benton leads 58-24. Curious to see the stats on that one.
So 21-point victory had they not just the wrong
team. So first down here for the Bulldogs. They'll hand this one away to Jaden Smith as Maniac McGarrett misses the tackle in the backfield. Now off to the races as Smith tripped up by Rawls, I think, and he's hurt.
Yeah. Took a knee to the shoulder.
And I think our chain man got run over as well on the play.
Yeah.
And the Whitehall coaches are very much not happy about something over there. Now they finally realize that there's a Hornet down. He's helped up as Band-Aid and the trainers finally get their way all the way to the other side of the field. That was Clegg that was injured on the tackle. That's no good.
Is that Clegg or Trayvon Rawls?
I think that's a 2. I can't tell for sure. That is Clegg. So Clegg off the field after the tackle. The Whitehall coaches are still not happy about something over there. I'm not sure what happened on the sideline. I mean, look at a clean tackle. It was enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down. Now, what do we do? Was there a penalty on that play? Okay, did we have a personal? Okay, that's what the coaches were upset about. I missed that call. So 15 yards tacked on to the end of that, and Acre Pharmacy first down out to the 46-yard line into Hornet territory.
Frustration?
So 3:35 to go in this one. Whitehall trying to get the last 3 minutes of this one ran out. Go head back with a win. Open conference play 1-0. Our Hornets are going to fall to 0-1. Hornets will be on a bye next week.
2 weeks to think about this one.
Yeah.
But you don't have to think about this one. Short memory, get rid of it, and go to the next game.
They never want to start conference play 0-1, but there's still 7 more after this, so just keep chopping away.
Got to keep a short memory about this one. You got to get it out of your head, move forward, learn from the mistake, keep going. Young team.
And, I mean, if you're going to lose one and you're going to lose one like this, you'd rather it be early. You learn what your team's all about. You lose a game this early like this. So Clegg is back on the field, so that's a good sign. They'll hand this one up to Jaden Smith. He's got the Acre Pharmacy first down. He breaks away off to the races. 10-5, touchdown Jaden Smith. There's another cornerstone home lending touchdown, and the route is on now as the Bulldogs put up over 40 now. As it's 43-17 with 2:41 to go.
I don't think they forgot what they were doing from last year. They just need to get warmed up.
It's very well maybe a better team than that team from last year, especially
by the end of the year. Watch.
If not by next year for sure. I mean, you've got a lot of young guys out there contributing. This will be a dangerous team in the 5A Central for the next couple of years for sure. So Murillo's kick is up, and it is good. And with 2:41 to go in this one, it is 44-17 Whitehall. As we await the Ackles kickoff, and now more PI roofing flags on the field as we've got a skirmish going on down around the 3. And this is not if this is on the Hornets, and you see Mop out there trying to calm down Maniac McGarrett. McGarrett is very much unhappy. Mop's going to have a conversation with the officials over what just happened. And I got to tell you, this is one of those moments where this is a coaching moment, as Mop will be able to really try to calm his team down. But one thing that's been said about this team over the years is kind of a lack of discipline at times, and this is one of those moments where, as a new staff, trying to instill some new culture into it, that this would be a situation where you really hope that we could, figure some things out and make sure this team plays a little better going forward. So I'm looking, our camera's going crazy over at Mills. I'm not sure if it started raining there or if they finally called that game. As now we're looking at the back of a chair in our Mills game. So we'll see what the deal is there. I do not have any kind of update.
They have 12 seniors on the roster this year.
It's crazy.
We have 22. We could literally field an offense and a defense. Action shot.
So as we await the Ackles kickoff here. it looks like they must have gotten some rain because now they've closed the window. Yeah, it is pouring down rain in BB, it looks like.
Now you get a reflection.
They've had to close the window, so they're going to try to get that game in, I would assume, since it is a conference game.
It's close. It's a close
and
conference game.
it's a ball
I
game.
wonder, did Mills miss the field goal? I mean, I think
they don't ever kick extra points. They don't have a kicker. They go for 2 every time, and so I think they've gotten it once or twice and not once. So the penalty was on the Hornets. It was another unsportsmanlike call. And so Whitehall is going to kick this ball off from the 45-yard line. That Candler, I believe, has been ejected from the game.
Means he will not play.
And that's
qualified.
That's not good.
One of your seniors, too.
Yeah, and some mopping, having a conversation with his senior. And this is one of those coaching moments. This is exact. And Coach Moppin knew this is what he got. I mean, I wouldn't say this. This is a coaching moment.
He's literally sitting on the bench with him, one-on-one.
Yeah, and I love that.
That's not what you see normally from a coach, especially a head coach like this. I've never really seen one do that.
We are kicking this from the 30, you guys.
How do you do that? I've never.
How many unsportsmanlike penalties did they call?
At least 3.
My goodness, I didn't know you could stack those. But anyway, either way, they'll kick this from the 30. If there's ever a time for an onside kick when you're up 44-17, this is it.
You won't.
Either that or Murillo's got a target on one of those cars in the parking lot because, my goodness, he could kick it as far as he wants here.
This is kind of laughable.
And he does. He just kicks it off the fence in the back of the end zone. What an interesting set of circumstances there.
He kicked it from the 30. The net of that kick is 5 yards.
What's the point? That's crazy.
He should have just dribbled it like 4 feet.
That's why I'm saying. I mean, kick the onside. Even if you don't recover it, what's it matter? You're going to force the Hornets in a worse field position if you would have done that. Either way. All right, so again, Hornets will have a bye after this. And then we'll welcome Pine Bluff to Hornet Stadium. And so see how things go.
Zebras.
There'll be some hard coaching over the next 2 weeks for Coach Moppin and his staff. So Pierce goes back out. Christian Clay in at running back. Rogers will be the up man. 3 receivers in the set. See if the Hornets can salvage this and at least get in the end zone before this one's over. Pierce fakes it. And, what a catch by Rogers. Rogers off to the races across the 40, lowers the helmet at the 45-yard line. That'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down.
That needs to happen 7 or 8 times a game minimum.
Ball was nearly intercepted. I thought that was a pick 6 for Whitehall. It's a great job by Pierce to get it just over.
Right after, too. Thought that hit on Weston came a little late, but obviously this late in the game.
So 2:24 and counting. It's the clock. Well, the clock stopped now after going out of bounds on that play. Hornets again struggling to get set as they do now. Pierce gets snapped, looking left the whole way. Now back up over the middle and dropped by Barham. Well, Barham's had a tough night. That's his second drop of the evening. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. To your point, Andy, with that's something that you got to hope they're going to continue to just try to develop into this offense is finding Rogers on some of these plays, because when you play a team that's this good in the defensive back, in the secondary, a guy like Rogers can create some serious issues with your linebackers underneath. And they really
that's a lot of man.
Yeah, they got to figure out a way to get him more developed into this offense. So now Pierce looking to the right. He wants to go deep. He does go deep, throws it up. Cato's got it. Cato makes the catch at the 15, 10, and drug down at the 7, and give him an Acre Pharmacy first down all the way down to the 7-yard line for the Hornets.
It's a weapon. It's just so young in football. It's going to come around, too.
Yep. And again, just like with Rodgers, that's
Yes.
another guy that if you can continue to get him
I'm
more
excited,
comfortable
like
in the
I said,
offense.
next year is when that one will turn on, and he'll get some looks too.
Yeah.
He's got the speed and the size is there.
So Pierce gets it. He looks left, throws the fade Newell wide open in the end zone. Give him 6 as Elijah Newell scores, and it's 44-23 as the Hornets salvage a little bit here in the fourth with the cornerstone touchdown.
Our first score since how deep in the –
Well,
all of it was in the first quarter.
yeah. That's the first time we've scored since the first quarter.
Cato will come up a little limp.
So Kemp in to try the extra point here with 1:46 to go in this one. Now we just need 4 more onside kicks and a few touchdowns. And Kemp's extra point is up and good. And with 1:46 left in the ball game, Whitehall leads at 44-24. Final in Benton. Benton beats Sylvan Hills 58-24. You guys make
Double
sure
plus 10.
Stay with us in our post game as we'll announce our American Pie Pizza player of the game.
I know where your big play of the game goes to.
Making a name for himself early. He still may be a guy that we give a player of the game to. Well, he struggled. This defense struggled after that first quarter, but Vance was a wrecking ball in the backfield most of that time.
Thought he was a running back trying to take the handoff.
Yeah.
To take somebody's hands off. All right, Kemp is going to take on the whole kicking team here.
Amari's had a pretty decent game. Hadn't found the end zone.
No, but he's like running over people with a football in his hand a couple times. That's why I want to see him catch the ball more.
Yeah, once he gets ahead of steam going, man, it's trouble. So Kemp, you would expect the onside kick here. Hornets down 20. See if they've been researching any Pulaski Academy onside kicks. Now Kemp will shift over to the left side, and he'll kick it. Nice bounce. Got a chance. Oh, and it bounced off a Bulldog.
Bounced off and right back to him.
Right to him. And so Whitehall recovers it at the 48, and that's going to do it for this one. 3 timeouts left for the Hornets, but I can't imagine. Well, we'll see. You never say never, but I can't imagine that they'd use it.
We're playing the drums well tonight.
Yeah, we're doing that well.
Pretty sure I heard Master of Puppets by Metallica earlier.
The band sounds good. I
like,
give them
wait
credit.
a minute. I know that song.
And now they'll come out in the victory formation. As Noah Smith will go under center.
Moppin, you better call a timeout every 2 seconds.
And Smith will take a knee. The Hornets will not stop it as the official looks at Mop to see if he wants to call a timeout. Mop's talking with his coaches, and they're going to let this one run out the final 90 seconds here. So our Hornets are going to start the season 0-1 in conference play as they'll drop this one 44-24. Some learning experiences and good coaching moments for Coach Mop and his staff. And, as hard as they work, they'll be right back in the lab by tomorrow morning getting things going, and guarantee you we're going to see a different effort in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm definitely agreeing with you on that one.
Saw some good things early, just after the first quarter.
Read option defense.
Things got ugly in a hurry. So Smith takes a knee. Under a minute to go. They'll have to snap it one more time, and that'll do it. So stick with us in the post-game shows. We'll announce our American Pie Pizza player of the game. Make sure you go see our friends over at American Pie Pizza. There's a big Razorback game tomorrow as the Hogs Open Conference play. Our buddies Nico Davier and Andrew Chambley will be in their Razorback uniforms, and second game of their careers and their first conference matchup. So they get to figure out what life is like in the SEC for real. And 11 o'clock in the morning, looking forward to watching that one.
An early kickoff's rough.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm going to be up at 7 o'clock and leaving the house.
Yeah. Well, take a knee for the final time, and So that's going to do it in this one as both teams will meet at midfield and shake hands. Hornets drop this one to fall to 2-1, 0-1 in conference. Whitehall moves to 2-1, 1-0 in conference. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes with our American Pie Pizza Player of the Game stats and scores from around the state. Lee cuts up. Now they want to go deep to it. That's who they want is Common Lee. He's the speedster, and it's what a pick by Nichols. Nichols went up and snatched that one into the right side, and the high snap bobbled, brought down by McDonald. Trying to screen up, picked off by Rawls. Rawls is headed to the house. Rawls 15, 10, 5, touchdown Hornets. No score. Pierce gets it, he fakes it. Well, good pressure, wants to go deep. He's got Newell open. Newell is all alone, makes the catch at the 40. Newell across the 30, the 20, the 10. All right, welcome back, folks, to Maumelle Hornets Stadium as we are wrapping things up here as Coach Maupin's got his team in the huddle down there and having a conversation. So we are going to go through I probably won't have stats before we cut out of here, but see if Jim can get them to me as he finalizes things. But first off, I want to say thanks to our sponsors tonight. Our first out sponsor, Acre Family Pharmacy. Go see our friends over at 1900 Club Manor Drive. You can see them at acrepharmacy.com. Cornerstone, Dio Vanucci and his team at Cornerstone Home Lending, loansbydio.com, or text Dio to 36260. Our halftime sponsor, Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home, also our kickoff sponsor. And go see them at akel'scarpet1.com. And then, of course, our penalty flag sponsor, PI Roofing. And for all of your roofing needs, give our friends over at PI Roofing a shout at 501-707-3542. And, of course, our player of the game brought to you by American Pie Pizza. And, Andy, I think I'm going to go with big man Kylan Vance. He still had a good game. I know the Hornets gave up a ton of points. It's hard to think you're giving a defensive guy player of the game when you give up 44 points. But, when it was going good, Kylan was a big piece of that. So they'll continue to work that, that read option situation. So
he also had a big sack down here.
He had a huge sack. He had a good game. So we're going to go with Kylan Vance as our American Pie Pizza player of the game. And I'll see if I can't get big Kylan a Pizookie from our friends over at American Pie Pizza. You guys go make sure you go see our friends over at American Pie Pizza, 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. And, again, big Razorback game tomorrow. It'll be a perfect opportunity to head on over and watch the game, get you some pizza, and enjoy the atmosphere there. So I am going to hop over here to Fearless Friday. Final score from our game here, 44-24. Whitehall wins it. Whitehall improves to 1-0 in conference. Hornets fall to 0-1, 2-1 overall. Down in Benton.
I think Whitehall was sandbagging, Steve.
They may have been in the first quarter.
No, like the past 2 games.
Oh, maybe in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So Benton beat Sylvan Hills 58-24 is the final in that one. Beebe and Mills are technically not even at the half. So you had a lightning delay. I think the Storm finally got to Beebe. It is 21-20 with 1:51 to go in the first half.
Go Mills.
And so you may get to hear me up on that call here in a little bit because I'm probably going to have to head to Beebe. So let's see. And I'm going to try to get a couple other 5A Central scores. Pine Bluff and Watson Chapel dealing with the same thing. They are in a delay with Pine Bluff leading 18-8. Morrilton in the fourth quarter leads Valonia 42-27. Bryant has beaten Parkview 20-10. And let's
Still a good game.
see. Yeah, heck of a ball game. Defensive battle for sure. And let's see. I feel like I missed one, but maybe not. So, all right. So we'll get stats for you and share those on social media when we're done as our buddy Jim Ashley wrapping things up down there. We appreciate everything Jim does for us. Again, thanks to our sponsors and everybody here tonight. And I want to say, again, thanks to everybody for joining us. You guys make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. We went over 200 subscribers tonight, so thank you to Hornet Nation for being great subscribers to our Maumelle Sports Network channel. And we're going to wrap things up here tonight. I want to say thank you to our crew, bringing you all the action from up here on our main cam. Jim Shepard, appreciate Jim for working hard over there. Of course, down on our field cam, on our fly cams, my wife, Kristen Henson. And again, I'm going to get to hear about her back pain for the next 2 to 3 days. But you know what? It's a lifelong back pain when you're married to me, so deal with it. Yep. On production, it's my buddy Kayla Fletcher. Thanks, Kayla. Great job tonight doing the switching and keeping us all updated on screen. So thank you to Kayla. Great job tonight on production. And, of course, my broadcast partner, Andy Gates. This is Steve Henson, and that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. I want to say thanks for joining us for Hornet Football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. If you aren't already, again, please subscribe to each of our school's network channels on YouTube. Bye week next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks as Pine Bluff comes to town. That's